My battery is not charged. Damn it, I'll see you guys in a bit. Bollocks. Okay, welcome to another stream, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a while. No, it hasn't. It's been a week. It's nice to do them regularly again. What's up? Okay, I've got two of me playing. There you go. What's up, my chosen family? Welcome to another Sunday service. We are live and officially on the road to 9K subscribers. So if you haven't subscribed, what are you doing? You should be subscribed. If you are subscribed, then welcome back. Tonight, we're breaking down RDJ as Doctor Doom, Dave Filoni possibly taking over Lucasfilm, and some crazy DC castings and other casting rumors. And I want to hear your thoughts in the chat. So drop where you're watching from. Tell me which rumor you want me to start with, and I'll be responding to your comments as we go. Got the latest in pop culture, whether it be Star Wars, Marvel, DC, heading your way tonight. Updates, all of it. So buckle up, hit that like button, grab some popcorn, grab some munchies, some alcohol, and let's dive into it. So first things first, let's talk about Star Wars, because why not? So I did a rewatch of the Star Wars sequel trilogy yesterday. The whole thing hasn't aged any better. Still good on their own. It's a trilogy. It sucks balls. But I do appreciate each film individually. It's just as a trilogy, it does not work. And that's not my opinion. That's just basically what it is on screen every time you watch it. A character. I'll tell you what. I thought after nearly 10 years, I would get over the fact that Finn was blue-balled massively. I haven't. It's worse. When you watch the trilogy all the way through, it's actually way worse knowing that Finn gets absolutely nothing. It actually frustrates me on a personal level that you would do John Boyega that badly. So I'm glad to see they learned their lesson with Anthony Mackie down the hall. No. But anyway, that aside, there is rumors, reports, web pages galore, all stating that Filoni is about to take over in some kind of role with Lucasfilm. Now, do I believe this for a second? No, I do not believe this at all. I think there is some kind of way in which Kathleen will still be involved in proceedings going on. And I think that it's not going to die anytime soon. I think it's only going to increase in terms of, you know, her ideas with the brand and the projects they put out and things like that. I think that's very much here to stay. I'm just doing a little promo video for the gram. Get in here, people. We are live now. So to me, I'm of the notion of, look, hey, the damage is done. Let's move forward in a healthy direction that isn't full of toxicity and full of trite. And as I've said in regards to the sequel trilogy before, you don't need a Clone Wars live action series. That's not going to help the sequels one bit, because the Clone Wars, all it did was strengthen what was already going on in the prequels. It only added to it. And I can see a couple of my boys backstage. I'll be adding you guys on in 10, 15 minutes. I can see you back there. Much love. But with that being said, the damage to the brand has already been done. And again, I'm still salty about what they did to John Boyega. That's the one that stings the most. And if I sound like shit, I do apologize. I am currently nursing probably the flu that's kicked the crap out of me, but here we are. And I also want to shout out to my friend Ty backstage. That really threw me off. Hello. I'm going to pull up an article now, and we're going to talk about this article. We're going to go through it. So that's pretty much what I'm going to do. I'm going to cover all three talking points of this stream in a condensed fashion, and then I'll bring the boys on and we'll get straight into it. Okay, so pretty much let's read through this. Let's read through this diatribe. So, Ahsoka creator Dave Filoni is reportedly set to take over from Kathleen as co-president. Okay, so as you can see, Dave Filoni and Lin Brennan, hopefully I said that correctly, let me know if I butchered it at all, will be the new Lucasfilm co-presidents. Lucasfilm's chief creative officer, Dave Filoni, is reportedly, right, keyword, reportedly set to take over from Kathleen as co-president of the Star Wars studio alongside Lin Brennan. According to Puck's 2026 predictions. Nice to know we've got a viable source on the case. Puck's 2026 predictions. Kennedy will step down later this month. The publication reports that her publicist has already set up her exit interview. Brennan is currently president and general manager of Lucasfilm Business, so he'll handle more traditional executive side of things, while Filoni will be the decider on the creative direction of the franchise and film, television, and any other platforms in the I don't know. I'm feeling 50-50 about this. Something ain't right. News of Kennedy's retirement first broke in February 2025, but the producer who's been running Lucasfilm, well, yeah, running it into the ground, yeah, since 2012, quickly denied reports, but she'd been having discussions with Disney bosses about eventual succession. I can now confirm that Downey is taking over as the chosen one. Sorry, there was an opportunity and I took it, Downey. But he was ready as well. But with that being said, damn it, that's hot. The truth is, and I want to say loud and clear, I'm not retiring. I will never retire from movies. What's happening at Lucasfilm is I've been talking for quite some time with Bob and Alan about the eventual what eventual succession might look like. We have an amazing bench of people here. We have every intention of making an announcement months or years down the road. Next up from a galaxy, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so that's pretty much the cliff notes of what's being said, right? More or less. Now, for me, this feels a bit too perfect. It's like you've got someone that's in charge of all the technical business side of stuff, and you've got the creative field that's going on. For me personally, I don't really feel like this is going to happen. Just sip some more tea. I think she's going to be in the background as a consultant. I think she'll still be involved. I think, for everyone that's like, oh yeah, we won. One, the damage is done. Just want to reiterate that again. And secondly, I don't think she's leaving. I think she's still going to be involved. The rent is due. Like, come on. I mean, obviously, they're rich as hell, but come on. Some good lemsip. With that being said, I'm going to broker that segment of the stream, and I'll get back onto that later on when I bring the boys on, because I know me, Danny, and a few of the others have some more we want to say about it. In terms of the next part of the stream, this one I don't need a web page. It is confirmed that Sebastian Stan is well, that was exciting. Sebastian Stan is now involved with the Batman, and there is immediately reports that circulated the web of Bucky's fate in Doomsday. The chances of Bucky dying in Doomsday just went up massively. Now, obviously, we know that companies can coexist, but if you'll remember a time back in day, companies don't like sharing. They don't like sharing. You already got ScarJo in the movie. You're going to have Sebastian Stan in the movie. I don't think it's likely ScarJo will be in the Avengers films. I think she's like fully done. I don't think that's one character you're definitely not going to see. And I think Bucky has always been sort of on the fence in terms of will they pull the trigger on him? Will they won't? For me personally, I don't think they should. I think he is a key role going forward. As I've always said, I don't think the White Wolf story was complete or done. And it is a massive shame to me that they haven't utilized it to its full potential. So to me, I'm a little bit, 50-50 about it, but we'll see. In terms of how we go forward from here with the Batman, I wanted some news. I finally got some. Of course, we don't have any story beats, but if we look at who these people are playing, who they might be cast as, that can give us a good indication as to what we're in for. And for those who don't know, I really love the Batman, like the first, I love Batman. I love the first Batman. I thought it was really solid. I think it was a great introduction piece into Matt Reeves' universe. And I think for me personally, I really enjoyed that world building. I like the LA noir mystery to it. I like the vibe. I like the aesthetic. It is the best live action Gotham that we've gotten on screen, which isn't saying too much, but it's the best one in my opinion. I think the Tim Burton one is a bit too hokey at times. I think the Christopher Nolan one looks like downtown Chicago. Then you've got that's about it really. I don't really count the rest. I mean, you've got the Gotham TV show, but again, it's like an edgy take on New York. But for me, I think it is the best live action Gotham. I think Robert Pattinson is one of the best portrayals of Batman. Best portrayal of Batman. And I think Zoe Kravitz killed it as well. Will she be in this movie? It's said that she's not. I like to think that she's in the movie in some way, shape, or form. So we'll see. But I'm really enjoying getting this news because there has been a drought of no news about this movie whatsoever. So it's just nice to get a bit of concrete info in regards to that. So I'm very excited. And yeah, when I bring Kevin on, we'll definitely talk about this as well. I think he's definitely on the chopping block for a lot of different reasons. And yeah, no, I think, they're stacking the Batman cast with a lot of MCU pedigree. I wonder why that is. Money, 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 money! Because they know they're already a sure thing. The third topic of today's stream is about RDJ as Doom. And I know me and RJ got into it quite a bit on the last stream, talking about how you can make it make sense. And do you need to make it make sense? Could you just ignore that this happened entirely? And I don't think you. I think you have to address this situation, because it's not like you brought back Terrence Howard to play War Machine. It's not like you recast Edward Norton with Mark Ruffalo. He is the face of the MCU. It's a very distinctive quality there. And I think, for me personally, I'm very excited and intrigued to see what they do, but I'm also concerned and scared as shit that they have no idea what they're doing and they're just throwing shit at the wall, and they won't even mention it in Doomsday. They'll just throw something in Secret Wars and be like, okay, here's your plot, boom. So hopefully that doesn't happen. I'm going to bring the boys on in about 4 minutes. I can see I've got Kevin, Ty, Danny, and Adrian backstage. Backstage. So I'll be bringing those guys on as well. Now, before I do bring them on, this is the start, the very beginning of the chosen verse, if you will. I've got my own Doomsday forming. I've got Ty, who's from my old Geek Talk squad. I've got Adrian, who's from my Night squad going forward. I've got Kevin and Danny, fellow kings of mine. So we'll see how it goes as the weeks progress. It allows for a lot of different matchups, different conversations, different pairings on screen. So I am excited for people to see those. Now, guys and girls, before I bring them on, make sure you comment down below things you'd like to see going forward in the next few streams, things you'd like to see me talk about, see me cover. I've had a few people reach out with some video ideas of things they really want me to talk about. So I'm definitely not opposed to talking about said things. Again, I would just like to state this once again. I love Cobra Kai to pieces, but that show is done. Let's try and avoid, give me a break from that shit, please. How many, I've said it already, how many fucking Robbie videos can I do on it? Come on. It's over. Robbie should have got the one. It ended good. Come on, let's leave it be. But that being said, I'm going to bring the boys on now. So guys and girls, I will see all of you very soon. Why am I saying the end of the stream at the start of the stream? It's weird. I'm just force of habit. Let's just get them on. I'm getting delusional. Sorry, you can tell I'm ill. All right, I'm going to get Ty on first and foremost. Ty, what's going on, brother? Talk to me, dude. What's going on? It's good to have you on this stream, sir. It's been a while. It's been a fucking while. Look at this hat. Are you wearing a sailor's hat? Sorry. I may as well just play the harmonica. I freaking love it. See, this is why I love this man.
I've got one thing to say.
What?
With great power comes ting tang, walla walla bing bang. Good morning, Vietnam. Show me the money. Yabba dabba doo.
Just like that. Shit. Wow. Not gonna lie, it's good to have you back. Oh, I've missed you, man. Christ, thank you for coming on today as well, Ty. Everyone raise a pint to Ty in the chat. I'm going to bring my fellow kings on now. We've got Kevin and we've got Danny. What's going on, boys? What's going on? Yeah, no, it's funny. We started
why did you say that name?
Pose, but Jesus, my freaking lightsaber bloody ended up bugging out on me. This would have been a great pose to start with, but hey, here we are. And last but not least, obviously there'll be some more people that join as the stream progresses. But I'm going to bring my boy Adrian on now. He is part of the... That's sick. Is part of the...
lightsaber.
They will be a spin-off squad going forward. We'll be keeping you guys updated on how that goes. But hey, let's get him in here. Jesus, that was loud. Adrian was... Oh my God, he's in a full freaking mask. Christ. Okay, boys. first item. Let's get straight into it. Now, Danny, I know you are itching to get into this topic. So, what are your thoughts about this Kathleen Kennedy, Dave Filoni situation? Because, like I said in the last 10 minutes, I don't fully believe. I don't know if I believe this. I don't know if it's because there's been so much bullshit the last few years. I don't know whether to believe it or not, if you know what I mean. So, I'm curious to hear what you have to say regarding this. This should be interesting.
I mean, I already did a YouTube video on For the Homies podcast. That's where I'm at now, or whatever. But listen, guys, who cares? Like, you know, I mean, at the end of the day, like, you know, okay, let's just say Kathleen Kennedy just disappears and Dave Filoni takes over and he's in charge. Guess what? He's already been creating all the stuff already. So like all the bad stuff that you've been getting lately, all been coming. Like, you know, it doesn't matter. You know, saying it does not matter.
Yeah, no,
like,
the damage has been done. She made
sure the damage has been done. Like Dave Filoni, he doesn't even respect George Lucas. Like, if you just go back and rewatch some of George Lucas's old videos of him talking about the Force, Dave Filoni is not even paying attention to what George Lucas is talking about the Force and how it works, and like, you know, same thing with Kathleen Kennedy. Like there's plenty of interviews where George and Kathleen are sitting together, and like George is talking about how Star Wars work and like how good and evil is supposed to work, and like, you know, everything that what makes Star Wars great. And all she could think of is there could be a woman in it, like, you know, stuff like things like that. It's like, you know, I don't see nothing changing at Lucasfilm.
No, I don't.
The Grogu and Mandalorian movie, like, I think it's gonna I think it'll make its money or whatever, but I don't think it's $1 billion film. I think it makes about at least 750 million.
I think 600, 700 at a push. It's not going to get anything higher than that.
I don't see $1 billion, but I still think it makes enough I think it makes enough money to justify for Dave Filoni to try to make a Star Wars episode 10, where we all know that his girl Ahsoka will be the main character. That's what I see what's happening.
Yeah,
it's gonna be the Ahsoka verse soon. Just watch. Yeah. That's my plan. I'll land it. I'll let everybody else like say something.
No, I mean that's a good point to leapfrog off of, because I do feel like that is primarily the problem. Is one, the damage has been done, but also I feel like it's one of them classic things of it's more than just one person that's responsible for this. Like, as much as now I know it, you know, it's cool to kind of give Kathleen Kennedy her shtick for what hasn't been done or what has happened. There are many people that are responsible.
Davis doing all the creativity. He's the one. He was literally at a function talking about like, yeah, we need more women's stories, which once again, like, I'm gonna go based off what George Lucas said. This is not me. It's not my opinion. This is what George Lucas said. He said that Star Wars is for 12-year-old boys and adventure series or whatever. That's what it's supposed to be about. Kathleen Kennedy and Dave Filoni want to change the brand to a girls' brand, which, like, you know, can girls like Star Wars? Of course, girls can like Star Wars, but it's mainly a boys' brand, and like they're like, you basically pushed all those guys out. You don't care about their business or whatever. You made it clear, however.
I mean,
because with
like, I've never really been one to really give a shit about that kind of stuff. Like, I think for me, you know, and I get like your point there, but it's like I really wanted to see a female-led trilogy for once. I really wanted to see specifically a female Jedi leading this trilogy. But I think the problem extends far beyond that. It's more of the fact that they. How do I word
it?
It
has to be good.
I don't care who you put in the lead role. I don't care if it's male, female, whatever. Like, it could be whatever you want them to be. I don't mind. It's about the story that you're telling. And I think the problem is it becomes so trendy to sort of say this particular type of person is in this thing, so therefore it is good, or therefore you should like it. And I think when you do that, you create a Pandora's box to sort of, you know, I'm just sending a message to Chrissy boy. You open yourself up to a Pandora's box of issues. Now, I'm not saying that I necessarily agree fully that, you know, like it's a male female thing. I think everyone can like Star Wars. Like my sister loves it just as much as me.
Well, that's what I said. I made it clear. I made it clear on that part.
I think in terms of like the way they've gone about it, like a big bulk of the audience is dudes, and I think, you know, they have definitely done themselves a disservice with the things that they've said, or that they're just the way they've approached this in the public limelight to guys. That I will give you credit for in that sense.
Yeah, for instance, like let me say this real quick, and then I'll just give it to somebody else. Like when I mean it's a boys brand, I'm not saying that girls, you can't like it. Like that's not what I'm saying or whatever. Because like, you know, for instance, Barbie is a girl's brand. Can dudes like it? Sure, and everything. Like you're more than welcome, but like you shouldn't change the lore of Barbie to fit dudes. That's what I'm trying to get at or whatever. Like, and that goes for any other franchise. Like it's okay for women to have their stuff. It's okay for men to have their stuff. That's all I'm saying and everything. That's it.
Fair enough. I think the thing is my issues stem largely just from the storytelling. Like it's like
yeah.
Like, you could put a dude in the character of Rey's position, and this trilogy would still be shit. Like it'd
still be crap. That's what I'm saying.
It would still be the biggest piece of crap. And I think the problem is it's become so politically injected because of like there's so many. And again, like I do want to clarify that I'm not really, you know, left or right. I'm sort of like more of a central person, just because I believe true balance lies in the middle, in the sense of that I feel like both sides have valid critiques for different reasons. But I think what really hasn't helped it is these. Like everyone's on Twitter, everyone's online, everyone's active, and everyone can't wait to throw mud at someone because of their opinion on certain things, or you know, they get labeled a certain way or they get described a certain way. And I think that's the wrong way to go about it, because regardless of who
I wanted Boba Fett to do good, man. I wanted Boba Fett to do good. I wanted Ahsoka to do good. Like they're like, dude, I love Star Wars. I love it, bro. Like I wanted the sequel trilogy to do good, but it just didn't. Like that's just the thing. Like, you know, we're not getting good Star Wars. Okay, like you know what? Kevin, how do you feel? Like I'm gonna start asking some other people. Like I don't want to take a
trauma victim.
It's like,
listen, I like to give Dave Filoni some slack. I liked how he started. He's in charge of Clone Wars, and even though I don't think Rebels was as good, that's just my opinion. I thought Rebels was solid. I thought Mandalorian was good for a time. I don't know what the hell happened in that third season, but other than that, I liked it, and Ahsoka had its problems, but at least for me, I still found enjoyment in it. But like you said, Jacob, I think I just don't know if I fully believe this, because people have been saying Dave Filoni's been going to take over for years now. Hasn't happened yet. Will it happen? Maybe, but I need to wait and see, because I think bringing Dave Filoni is it's not going to immediately change everything. I think that's what a lot of people
the problems are at a fundamental core, right? Like it's not.
Yeah.
It's not from like one project to the next. It's the whole thing. And the thing is, you know, obviously they had an idea of what they wanted to do, and then they fucked it. Like I think the biggest issue I have with it is the fact that you got content out there just to say you were getting it out there. You didn't get it out there just because you wanted to tell a good story. You wanted to hit a date. And I think that's the issue. And
just give product after product after product.
Yeah, and while watching the sequels individually, I think they're good movies on their own. Like if you view them on their own, they're actually pretty solid. If you watch them cohesively, they're a shit show. That 1 minute they're doing this, 1 minute they're going left, then they're going right, then they're going down, then they're going up, and then down again.
I can't watch those three movies, man.
And like I said at the start, I get more progressively pissed off watching it all the way through because of how they treated Finn. Like that. Like I've never been so annoyed. Like you guys have known me for a while. Like obviously, like there's levels to this, but I've talked a lot about how characters like frickin'. Let's just go there because it's the hot topic. Scott Summers, who's finally getting his redemption. You've got freaking James Norrington, if you will. You know, all these characters over the years, they get the low blow, short end of the stick. They get fucking nothing. Finn is so high on that list. It's like he is the first shot of the official trailer.
Oh yeah.
When
I saw that in the trailer, I'm like,
yeah,
oh, this is interesting.
And his entire character arc, like it's more annoying if you watched Attack the Block first. Now, Ty, you know what you know about Moses, right? You know. When you watch Attack the Block, that's John Boyega's humble beginnings. You see him in that movie, and then you watch the sequels, and you go, "What the? How do you have such a talented guy like this and do nothing with him?" Adam Driver carried that material way more than it should have. Daisy Ridley tried her best. Oscar Isaac did as much as he could. John Boyega gave it his all. They did so much with what they were given that it's far from their fault. Like they should have really. This, and obviously I don't want to beat a dead horse here. Like everyone's covered it a million times, but I think it's gotten to a point now where the sequels, and I said this on the Chosen Mamba Spectre podcast that I do with Gian and Darius, so do check that out, people. That I feel like it doesn't matter, you know, who's leading it. It doesn't matter what's in it. It doesn't matter. The stories are so stale and bland, and they just keep churning them out at such a fast rate. There's a lack of care and enthusiasm for these things to come out. And I'm never going to get over Kenobi. I just can't. Like, it feels like a student film.
Yeah, that was bad.
Like, that was hard. That one actually hurt me. I was like, okay.
Yeah, I felt bad for you on that one. I wanted to give you a hug right there, man. No homo.
Yeah, I was like 20 years. 20 years I had to plan this story out, and that's what we get. And the thing is, they put stuff in there that on paper is actually really good. I like the fact that a youngling survives. In this case, Reva. She climbs up the ranks to get close to Vader. And obviously he knows. He's known for years that he knows. He's not stupid. He keeps her there because he's keeping himself on his toes. So when she tries to blindside him, it's like, ha, psych, got you, bitch. Like,
you made Darth Vader a Karen, bro. You made him a Karen, dude. Like, was it like you were warned? Like, no.
What defeat would bring. And then he just drops her onto the floor, and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? You've killed the scene. And then, not to mention, they can't get through a laser. Just walk around it.
Bruh.
I don't know. Ever since the Last Jedi, I'm going there. Ever since the Last Jedi entered the fold, Star Wars has some crazy obsession with like this common sense is lost. Like the laser is like literally here to here, right? You could walk around this way. They have to deactivate the fucking shield. They have to deactivate the panel, deactivate the other panel just to walk through. You could just walk around.
The shaky cam, bro. Like,
you know it's real when Power Rangers has more logic than Kenobi. Power Rangers, I love Power Rangers. We all do. You know, it's morphin time, but it is.
I never thought of it like that, but now you're making me think a little bit.
Because that green Green with Evil arc with Tommy, that I took seriously more than Kenobi and Anakin. There's a few scenes in there that save it, like the training sequence with Obi and Anakin at the start. The duel, obviously minus when it cuts away, is really good. But it's just like it felt like they just did it just to say, "Hey, it's back." They didn't go away and take like a year or two to sort of figure it out. Put two and two together. You know?
I was like, no, they did not do that.
And this was like slapping up a stormtrooper. I'm like, this is what are we doing here? Like, just why? So to me, I think it's more of that kind of issue. Is the fact that every bit of content they're putting out is subpar or below average, just to say, hey, we got this new thing coming to our streaming service.
Yeah. They were just putting them out there to get more subscribers, get more money for their products. And yeah, just lack of planning is also a bigger issue of what happened. And in all honesty, now I've said this before in our own discussions, and this may be a hot take. I think after this Mando era of Star Wars is finished, it's reached its conclusion, I think they need to take like at least a 5-year break and just focus on the video games, because so far that's all you're good at right now. Just focus on your video games. Take a beat, take a breather.
They may be putting some good ones out here or there, but there's still not enough of them. There's only like one every 4 years.
Take a bit of a breather, plan this out, and then finally, maybe when you make your return, you'll finally have a good comeback
Yeah, no, I agree.
That's honestly why I think they should have done with the MCU after Endgame, but we'll get to that later.
Okay, so this is how I feel. Like, I think this Star Wars problem will not end until somebody buys Star Wars, in my opinion. I think somebody has to buy Star Wars for it to be, like, where it needs to be back. Like, if you could give me, like, something like Rogue One is the only Disney Star Wars movie that I could sit here and say that I enjoyed it. Like, if Darth Vader wasn't part of the movie, spoiler alert, it's been over 5 or 7 years.
Oh, no, you fuck. Damn it, that's it,
Yeah.
Danny. That's the first warning. Yellow card, first warning.
Like for me, it would have been a 7 out of 10 if they didn't have Darth Vader in it. But like since like it had Darth Vader in it, it gave me like an 8 out of 10. Like it was a pretty good movie. It kept my attention. It felt like Star Wars. That's how I felt about Rogue One. If you could have gave me that in each 3 of those other movies that were part of the main universe thing going on, I probably wouldn't like be so crucial towards it. But all you did was a remake. You didn't even give the fans what they wanted. They wanted Han, Luke, Leia, Chewie, CP3O, R2D2, and Lando all in one scene. That's all we wanted. Just for 30 seconds. That's it. You would have saved your franchise like that. But no, we didn't get that. We didn't get that. So
that's all I wanted.
That's all I wanted.
Shout out to The Last Jedi for cutting that scene of Luke mourning his best friend. But no,
let's
keep the scene of Luke Skywalker drinking alien titty milk. Great job, Disney.
We'll keep that in, but we'll delete the other scene where he's mourning his best friend. Like the only character in the sequels that actually gets like they do okay with Han. They do all right with Luke, but Leia, Chewie, and Lando are the only 3 that they actually do stuff with. Like those 2 in particular, for me, I felt like Han could have been served a lot better, and same with Luke. Like Jesus Christ, man. It's annoying. It's annoying.
Yeah,
but yeah, no,
she's
like
not going anywhere, folks. She's gonna be like Palpatine. Like she's gonna like Dave Filoni is just a figurehead. That's it. He's just a figurehead. Kathleen Kennedy is gonna retire. She's gonna ride off into the sunset. She's gonna get awards. She's definitely gonna get awards and everything. Best to believe she's gonna get an award by the time she leaves or whatever. It's gonna happen. Like you have to understand. Kathleen Kennedy is a powerful woman in Hollywood. Her and her husband, they are powerhouses. Like they are going to still get to go to all the parties. They're gonna say that they were great people or whatever. Then like nothing's gonna change, bro. Nothing's gonna change. Like if you think there's gonna be a second coming of this, it's not. Nothing's changing. It is what it is. We can move on. I don't know if anybody else want to say anything about.
I mean, that's pretty much all I had to say with it.
Yeah. Shout out to Disney for clickbaiting their entire fan base, including John Boyega, by thinking that Finn was going to be an important character. Great job right there.
Yeah,
also,
got me.
Shout out to Disney for hiring Chris Terrio to write the script for Rise of Skywalker. The same dude who wrote the script for Batman v Superman.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
That was him?
Yeah, he was the head writer for that movie too. We all know how that
mention that anymore. Yellow card.
Great job, Disney.
Fucking hell. I mean, shit. God damn. But hey, let's push on to other things like Ty or Adrian, unless you guys have anything you want to say with Star Wars before we round this segment off.
No, they pretty much summed it up. Exactly.
My bad. I didn't mean to take up the whole entire time and everything.
It doesn't matter. We're all good. Ty, you got anything you want to say about it, or are you happy to move on?
Pretty much kind of said how I kind of feel. It's got to a point, I care about Star Wars, but I don't, at this point in time, what has been put out made me stop kind of caring, because I'll always have the things like the prequels and obviously the originals to kind of love, but the new material is a bit like, yeah. I mean, here's the thing. I mean, this one show that's not been mentioned about, but it's been kind of forgot about. But I didn't mind it. The Skeleton Crew, I didn't mind it.
I didn't mind that. I thought that was okay.
It was okay. It's like, but then again, at the same time,
family adventure flick.
The fact that we all forgot about it, it's just like it's good, but we all forgot about it. It's quite forgettable. It's like it's good,
just like Andor.
And Acolyte,
and Andor is peak television. That show is freaking good. Do you know what? I'm gonna say this right now. That show is so good. Star Wars has no right to have it. I'm gonna be honest. Like it is so fucking good.
It's
the
phenomenal.
writing is incredible. I'm like,
It's not just a good Star Wars show. It's a great
Great
TV
show.
a great season of television.
It's
Even my-
incredible.
even
Like
my-
Diego
even my
Luna
homie-
did such a great job,
Even
and it's
my
the one
homie-
show that I was least excited for, and it destroyed everything.
Yeah.
Thanks, Kenobi. Brilliant.
Even my homie Critical Drinker said that he liked the Andor seasons 1 and 2 and everything. So like, like
It
I'm
was
just
quality.
saying.
Absolutely quality. The characters were layered. They were complex. There was motivations. There was
Nuance.
There was conflict.
Yeah.
All of it. Context, nuance. It had it all.
Yeah.
But for your actual main powerhouses, Boba Fett, Kenobi,
You even feel bad for Daisy Ridley because, like, she can't act, but give it like you want her to do good and everything. You want her to do good. Like I want her to do good, but like you got a crappy script. So sorry, I have to sneak that one in. Like,
it's just the look. But yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Like the damage is done to me.
Yeah.
My rogue squadron, onward and forward. Let's progress to the lighter side. Now, RJ, if you're watching, get yourself in here. This is your forte. We finally got some Batman news after God knows how long.
yay.
So let's talk the Batman. And
Oh,
let's
an
talk
actual
about
good
the
movie I'm
Batman
excited
Part
for.
2, pretty much stealing all of the MCU's pedigree and why I think Bucky is probably going to die in Doomsday. But
Oh yeah, he 100%
other
died.
than that, that's the second one now. So that's ScarJo,
yeah.
that's Sebastian Stan. Wait, what's the current cast? Let me have a little look at the.
Isn't Brad Pitt in there?
He was in the running, but I
No.
think he fell out.
It was
He
just
was
Oh.
probably
running, but
going to play Sebastian Stan's role, but he didn't
Oh
want to do it.
wow!
yeah.
So currently,
Sebastian
we've
Stan as
got.
Two-Face. I like it. I like.
Yeah,
it.
I can see
I
it.
think he's going to be great in that role.
Yeah.
I think you know what it is. They saw him dressed in a suit in Thunderbolts, and they were like, "You know what? Yeah,
Well, the thing
Yeah.
is, like
burn
Sebastian
half of
Stan.
his face and cut his hair off."
Sebastian Stan is good at playing those alter ego roles or whatever. Like I was saying, like if he didn't play Two-Face, he could have reprised his self as Mad Hatter or whatever. Like if you watched
Matt
the
Hatter
Oh,
would
yeah.
be a good shout.
if you would have watched the TV show Once Upon a Time, he played Mad Hatter, and his Mad Hatter was crazy, bro. Like he was
Mhm.
doing like stuff that was like from the Batman comic books or whatever. I can't say the stuff that he did or whatever because don't want Jacob to get demonetized or anything. But like
No, like priorities, right?
it's like did some things to women that wasn't cool and everything like on that show or whatever. So yeah, like Sebastian Stan, great actor. Definitely when he did play the Mad Hatter role, that's what got him the role to Winter Soldier, and now because he did Winter Soldier, he's playing Two-Face, which is pretty good.
Mhm.
Whatever.
Yeah. I mean, again, it's not confirmation that it means the end of Bucky in the MCU. It could very
Yeah.
much be fine, but it just depends on if the company is okay with sharing. And then I get into the larger question of like, is this like with this casting, is it because the Matt Reeves universe is a trilogy or are we doing a universe? We still haven't got clarification.
Let's merge the universes. Okay,
Oh,
Ravenbolt's gonna be a dog shit movie anyway.
Ah,
So.
for God's sake, give me
I think
give me an
I-
olive branch. Just give me something here, man.
The way Warner Brothers is now, man, I don't know.
yeah, that's
like
true.
we can't say anything anymore and everything. Like I don't
Give me
know.
something to
Like
work with, man, please.
Yeah,
It's
not
like,
control,
Take.
because Netflix, like now you got Netflix buying Warner
Frickin'
Brothers.
RJ, defend your
wherever.
man. Fucking get in here.
Oh yeah, I
Like-
can't wait for Man of Tomorrow to premiere exclusively on Netflix.
Yeah, it's like, dude, soon like let's just say we get the Batman. We finally are like at age 45. Like Batman Part 2, age 45 or
Jesus,
55.
Lord
whatever,
Almighty,
like,
Jesus. No, I'm
Matt Reeves
Wow.
finally gives us the Batman Part 2. Could you just imagine that you just have to wait 14 or 17 days just for it to be on Netflix and you don't even have to
Okay.
go see it in the theater?
Oh, that actually pissed me
I
off. I'm like,
lost one.
are you serious? Like, you want to? Oh wow, you do not want to make any money, huh?
I mean, and also a good point. If they're going to do Joker again, please have the Joker
Oh,
be in
God.
the title. For thank you. Like, I agree. Leave him out of it entirely. I wouldn't even have him in as a post credit or anything. I'd leave him out of it. Like a post credit at a stretch. Other than that, don't have him in it at all. Like,
if my
let-
Batman
Batman
lore
has
was
other
taken
bring in some
villains.
known characters, you know, let's bring in some other characters, which is why we've got Sebastian Stan, ScarJo. We can really flesh out the universe a little bit. And
Gotta
I
get
really
a
think,
Robin in there.
yeah, you know, like, I mean, again,
In the
I think
first
Robin's
movie,
gonna
they
come
hinted
in the
I
third
need
movie.
I need some distinct clarification. If we get a Robin in this movie, and
I
up in
think
this
Robin's
bit,
coming in the third movie.
I need some clarification. Like, I need some serious clarification on: is this a universe movie? Is it a trilogy type of movie? Just so we can be done with it and we can
It's up to
progress forward.
Netflix.
And move
It's
on.
really up to Netflix.
Because-
It's really up to Netflix, and it's up to
But
like
for
if
me,
James Gunn is still
I
ahead
think
of
the way that you
DC
could
or
play
whatever.
it, if you were to introduce Robin as a character to be involved, the best way to do it is to have Dick Grayson in this next part, not as Robin, just as himself, and then you go into part 3 with him as Robin. Like, I think that would be the best time to do it. Sort of like what they did with Roy Harper on Arrow, like in season 1 and half.
Season
2,
1, he was just Roy Harper, even though he was an amalgamation of Dick Grayson and Jason Todd because they wanted to make a Batman show, but they couldn't because of rights issues.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Robin is gonna be in the third movie. I told RJ this the other day. I said, like, you know, I know you guys want Robin, but I think the way that this story is setting up or whatever, like, I don't think there's enough room for like a Robin with this Two-Face. And then we're not sure if Scarlett Johansson might pick up the mantle of Phantasm too, or whatever. They could do something different or whatever, where she takes the mantle of Phantasm. So, you know, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I think they could do where she's Gilda Dent and Phantasm. I think they could make
it's something different.
We'll do a joint.
Oh, like combine the characters.
It's
like
something
Gilda
different,
Dent becomes Phantasm. Yeah.
I could do that.
Yeah, but if my Batman mind is working or whatever, like, we all know that Two-Face and Penguin don't like each other. So I know that most likely Harvey Dent is going to go.
Catwoman is officially
for,
in part 2. There you go. Catwoman is cast.
Yeah, I know Harvey Dent is going to go for the Penguin. Like, we already know he's going to probably like try to find out everything he has to find out about Oz or whatever. And I think Oz is going to turn him into Two-Face.
Yeah, no, of course. I think you're going to see a lot of that as this film progresses. Like, do you think it will be as long as the other one? Like, in that sense, do you think it'll be in terms of that runtime? I mean, more than likely,
I could see it. I think it just depends on what the story's going to be.
Yeah. If they have Robin in there as well, then it will most likely be the same length as the other one, just because they need things to have space to breathe. You need to have certain little story beats flesh out. And you can't do that while you rush the runtime, especially if you've got Harvey Dent in there and you've got Phantasm and you've got the Court of Owls being potentially alluded to. Like, there's a lot that they're gonna do, and I just hope they don't write a more action.
I just need a little bit more action in this movie. That's all I ask.
The first movie I understood it though, because it was just establishing the foundation.
Yeah.
And the sequel, the second one always has more. The second one always has more action in it. So
that's what I'm saying. Like, I needed to be a little bit more action or whatever, because I'm sorry.
Especially
like,
now
I know you guys love this movie, but it kind of drags. It kind of drags. All right.
Especially now the criminal world is very established and whatnot. Sorry, I'm just going to move my cat. She's causing problems.
Yeah.
Misty, can you stop?
I agree with that. It does drag a little bit, Danny, but you know. So
it's like, I mean, it's not the end all be all. I got some other stuff, but like, it's not a bad movie or whatever. It's just like, it's not the one that I personally go to every single time and everything. It's one of the movies where, like, you know, if you want to watch something, if you want to watch a film movie, like the Batman is one of those movies. It's a film movie or whatever, like, you know, Citizen Kane or something.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
Yeah.
I mean, what's it like for you? What's it like for you, Ty? What's your walk us through? What's your stance on the whole thing?
The whole stance in general is, I think Matt Reeves, the first edition, I didn't mind at all. It was quite like, you know, I took it in as it was. You know, I liked his approach to RDJ. What's his name? Robert Pattinson. Very surprised me. With like, it surprised a lot of people. You know, I kind of knew that he could do it because, like, with his level, kind of like the days of the roles that he has been doing, kind of recently, he's kind of moving away from those Twilight days. So I was confident with that. But yeah, kind of with moving forward with the whole Batman versus kind of stuff. Yeah, I'm very much for having a Robin. Come on, you need a dynamic duo. It's been nearly bloody 30 years, like crying out loud, like since we've had them on the big
And
screen.
I do like Blake in Dark Knight Rises, but that's not enough. I need the full shebang.
Yeah, that was very.
Man, they didn't want to commit to calling him Dick Grayson. They had to give him Robin as his legal name. Okay.
It's not okay. You could have said Jason Todd. You could have said Tim Drake.
About Dark Knight Rises. I will be quiet about Dark Knight Rises.
Even Cassandra Cain, even though she's a woman, but like still, there's so many Robins, like crying out loud. Damian Wayne, if you wanted to, like
Damian Wayne with Batman Brave and the Bold, like
I don't think that's what movie's happening.
This is my opinion on this thing. This is my opinion on Batman.
Oh, I got thoughts too.
If it happens, and it is a big if, because once again we don't know what Warner Brothers is going to be doing, because you got this Netflix thing with the Paramount thing, and nothing is guaranteed anymore. With anything that you think is going to happen, just erase it from your mind. Whatever the movies that are coming out, that's what's coming out for like pre-production. That's how it usually works or whatever. Like for 2030 until 2030. I think, in my opinion, Andy Muschietti, if it's a supernatural Batman Brave and the Bold movie, I have more confidence in it, in my opinion. However, like Welcome to Derry gave me a little bit of okay, all right. Like if you make it supernatural like you're doing right now, then I got a little bit of hope, because to be fair with the Flash thing, like that movie was already jacked up by the time he got there, and I think everybody deserves a second chance, in my opinion.
Now that I agree with, yes, 100%. That I agree with. The Flash movie was fucking terrible, like from start to finish. But if there's one person who deserves a second chance, it's Andy Muschietti. I think, as much as Welcome to Derry has its moments in the early episodes where he can kind of go a bit too far on OTT with a few things, I think, as you said, everyone deserves a second chance. And I know, especially given that, a project I'm working on is just, in the chat as well.
Speaking of second chances,
I would like to have a second chance. So someone else should definitely be allowed to have their second chance. Go ahead, Ty.
Speaking of second chances and speaking of the kind of Flash, listen, I know he's old, but in a way, there's still time. Tim Burton, Michael Keaton, you could do the third Batman movie. I know you're old as hell, but you could still do it. You might be
Michael Keaton coming out of his wheelchair, like, yeah, Sonny, like, you want to get nuts? Let's
wait.
Batman Beyond, bring in Terry McGinnis.
Oh, they were going to do that.
They were going to do that.
Got canceled.
The only drop.
Yeah, that was going to be a route that they actually took.
Modern day.
That was going to be
a route. The idea of that being one of my favorite Batmans of all time. The last appearance was the Flash. Like, really?
I don't know, dude. Like that's why I said, like, I think with.
I know we joked about it. Like, Danny, how long?
I'm a little bit more confident.
Like Danny, how long have we known each other now? How long have we joked about the fact that Michael Keaton gets beaten up by people that he should be beaten? I can't say it.
Yeah, that is true. Like his Batman,
the thing is,
he deserves justice. Come on, man.
But
like,
if you look at it just objectively, he is to Batman what Christopher Reeve is to Superman. He is the OG. Look, we'll give Adam West his props. We'll give,
goddamn right.
We'll give Adam West his flowers, right? Yeah, Batman. We'll give him his props. But Michael Keaton is the Tobey Maguire. He's the Christopher Reeve. He's the one. And it pissed me off watching that Flash movie and how they treated him.
It's
I was
risky.
like, nah, this ain't it, man. And you know what? They didn't even earn the right to bring him back. That's what annoyed me even more.
And then, like, they gave George Clooney the George Clooney became Batman at the end.
That really bothered me.
I was
don't mention it. Oh, that movie.
Shout out to
using
AI to recreate dead actors and not asking the families for permission.
They gave Batman a credit card.
Bruh, like, listen, y'all know me. Like, Batman and Robin is a guilty pleasure movie. That is the guilty pleasure movie. But like,
Oh yeah, I love when they made a 30-year-old to be Robin.
when I saw George Clooney come out the limo, I was like, oh no, like George, what are you doing here? Like,
Well, it was almost like royalty. It's like, sir, what are you doing here?
Who
It's
are
like-
you?
In the first part of that
Listen,
movie,
at
when
least
they
you
clipped
could
the boots,
have got Val
ice skates
Kipner if
come
he still
from?
had his voice.
Where did the ice
If Val
skates come
Kipner
from?
still had- If Val Kipner would have had his voice back and everything, I think they would have brought him instead. Like,
but
you know,
again,
Batman
like
Forever, man, I
that's,
love that
that's
movie.
why I had an
I love
issue with
Batman
that
Forever.
movie. Is the movie was not fucking earned. You do Flashpoint when you
but they
Without
explained the
doing
multiverse
Flashpoint.
better than Marvel, though.
I'm sorry. I'm
that's one thing
going to go there, right? I'm going to go there. They tried doing Days of Future Past before they did the other 10 films.
Mm-hmm.
Like they
Yeah.
skipped everything. It's like you just go straight to Flashpoint, and then that's
But would you
Flash's
say that they
third
did the
movie.
multiverse better? Like they made it make more sense in there. Like even though it was a crappy movie, they made their multiverse like the way it's set up better. Like you know, like it made
I
like
disagree. I think it's just as bad.
to me, it made more sense or whatever than what Marvel got going on. Like you know, Marvel is just like, hey, you know, just come right in. We ain't explaining nothing. Just go right in, man.
Mhm.
We ain't explaining
Yeah.
nothing. We're just doing it because hey,
Oh
it
yeah,
sells.
shout
It's
out to them
amazing.
for
Brilliant,
making a
brilliant.
Flash movie, but not putting a single Flash villain in the movie. No, Future Barry doesn't fucking count. All right. No Captain Cold, no Reverse Flash, no Grodd, none of that. Okay,
Heat
All right.
Wave, Reverse Flash,
Funny.
None of that.
Rod, you know.
Listen, man,
Not one.
I don't know, dude. It's like once again, I hate to keep on bringing it back, like because Warner Brothers has been sold off to Netflix, nothing's guaranteed anymore. Like you know, we're having this Man of Tomorrow movie that's supposed to like, supposedly is supposed to have Wonder Woman in it, like allegedly. I don't know, or
Fuck's
whatever.
sake.
Like you know, we got Superman. That's getting like you know, I keep on hearing that
God.
Superman is supposed to be in the Supergirl movie or whatever.
Yeah,
That-
that'll
just
probably
to
happen.
just to save that movie because we already know Supergirl ain't gonna do anything. People gonna forget about that. Let's be honest with ourselves.
Well, I mean, I think the priorities are not right
it's
in my
not.
opinion.
We're going to show for Lobo, and that's not enough to bring people, bring anybody to the yard. We all know this.
It's as I said, right, and I've been ranting on this for 5 fucking years. DC's focus should be the freaking Justice League. It's not Marvel where you've got an expansive roster that everyone
Jacob,
cares about.
The
You
movie
need
that
the
is the
Justice
only
League,
movie
and
that's
that's
gonna
it.
be like that could be okay is Clayface.
Man.
So you're telling me that your DCU is supposed to be relied on Clayface? That is like somewhat like a B.
How exciting! I can't even express my excitement for that.
a BT. I mean a
Yeah.
B.
Good job, James Gunn.
A B tier villain. I'm sorry, like you know, if you like Clayface, that's what he is. He's a BT villain or whatever. Like I wouldn't put him in his top 5 or whatever, but you know, probably top 10. But you're telling me that Clayface is supposed to be the savior of the DCU. You're telling me
I
that's
see
the
what you're saying,
later
Danny. I
show.
see what you're saying. You're right. You're completely right. But on some cases, for example, the Creature Commandos, none of these guys I ever heard of. Like, who are these people? They're thinking that was really good. But you're very right, Clayface. What? Why?
It's
Who?
like, I mean, even with Creature
Who?
Commandos, like I liked some of the episodes, but I didn't care or whatever. Now it's the
Fair
Lantern
enough.
show. The Lantern show.
Nah,
I'm
you know
worried
why
about.
that annoys me? Because they're going to kill off Hal Jordan. That's why
I
that
think they're
annoys
gonna
me.
kill off Hal Jordan, and if you kill off
Immediately.
Hal Jordan, dog, I think your universe is dead. I don't know.
Oh,
If
they're gonna do more than just kill off Hal Jordan. They're either gonna make him Parallax, or
No,
they're gonna make him,
They're gonna kill him
Or-
off.
or
make him a
metaphorically.
Yellow
No,
Lantern.
they're gonna-
or they're
They're
gonna
gonna
make
probably
him
make him
a
a Yellow
bum-ass
Lantern.
bitch, like every adaptation of Hal Jordan outside the comics is.
it's like
He did an
that's what
amazing
I'm saying.
job.
Mhm.
He
Go
did
ahead.
an amazing
Ty,
job
my bad.
in Superman. He did an amazing job. But this guy has voiced Hal Jordan pretty much in every single kind of voice adaptation. Nathan Fillion and James Gunn, you decide to make him Guy Gardner. It looks weird.
Listen,
I
I liked it, the Superman movie. I liked it, the James Gunn
Here's the
Superman
thing,
movie
it's
for what
like
it
they haven't-
was.
and this is my problem. Like,
Yeah.
you've got
Really
an
should have been
established universe,
how
right?
he
You've
should
got
have
an
been.
established universe with these characters, okay? We knew what we were signing up for. It's an established universe. The characters are already set. They have to be because Superman is god tier compared to everyone else. It's just the way it is, which is why we need clarification on Batman. But other than that, if I'm looking at this company, right, and I'm looking at, one, the ways to make money, right? And look, I'm not fully invested in business acumen like everyone else, but I know fandom, okay? For DC, you only need, this is it. This is where Marvel can't compete because Marvel will only have Spider-Man to combat this. Hear me out. Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Cyborg, Flash, Martian Manhunter, you know, people like that. Once you get the main 8 or 9 members of the Justice League down, it's wraps. Like, you've got Marvel's number. Like, it's
Listen, you got
because
you got
the
the Justice
core.
League, you got the Teen Titans, and you got the Suicide Squad.
Like, so you're telling me in this universe we've got, all right, so let's set the foundation here. This is where I'm going to go on a rant. You've got Superman that's established, right? That's the first one.
Yeah.
Hal Jordan, that's the original. He's going to be killed off. You've got Wonder Woman that doesn't exist. You've got a Batman that's not got clarification. Solution to that, Supergirl. Might be a good film. Again, I think it'll be a good film, but it won't be enough to register with the larger audience. And this goes back to what I've said for years. It doesn't matter about us, okay? It doesn't matter about us, the fans, because we're going to be here if World War III, but there could be hellfire raining down outside. You know, rest in peace to Eddie. There could be hellfire raining down outside right now as we speak. It's like, I'm here to see the new movie. Like, we'll be there whatever's happening. It doesn't matter. You need the casual audience. And now, Supergirl and things like that, they're not going to get the casual audience.
Listen, man.
They may get word of mouth, but I don't think it's going to be enough.
Listen, this is how you know superhero films
That's just my opinion.
This is how you knew superhero films are like at a decline. You have Demon Slayer, like anime that's from a different. It's a different. That's from a different country. Beat Fantastic Four. Beat Superman. Beat like Thunderbolts. Beat Captain America: Brave New World. Like, and this is for anime from a different country or whatever. Normies love it. Anime fans are gonna go support it. Like the hype for superhero movies is not like, listen, you need if you're going to do a superhero movie, and not Jacob, I know I said this plenty of times, not every superhero is created equally. I'm sorry, Supergirl ain't it. Like, that's not enough. Clayface ain't it. That's not enough. You needed your holy trinity. You needed Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman. That's it. Like, there's no you even said this before, Jacob. You said this. We need to skip to the main event. We need to skip to the main event. Those are the main event. Those are the main event.
I'm sorry, because if Marvel, like, this is an opportunity, right? I want Marvel and DC to be in tandem with each other. That's what I want. I've wanted nothing more. As much as Doomsday will be what it will be, if they get the X-Men over with people again, and the X-Men come back into the spotlight, which they will post Secret Wars, DC, you failed again. Like, again. Twice. You should have capitalized after Endgame. You fucked it. You should be capitalizing right now. Like, and my problem is it's a universe. As much as, look, I'm not fully going to get on James Gunn's ass. Like, I'm going to give him some leeway here.
That's what I'm saying. I'm waiting till like Lantern.
What needs to happen is there needs to be an integration of other creatives and other. Everyone's trying to be Kevin Feige. Kevin Feige, and I've said this before, is an anomaly. He's worked in Marvel since the fucking X-Men movies way back when. It's a different kettle of fish. For DC, we all said this, and I'm going to hammer it home again. They needed a team. Like, James Gunn can be the overseer, cool, but then you need a team of people behind him to distribute the projects, keep the cohesion with the universe. As soon as Superman was in cinemas, there should have been a trailer for Wonder Woman.
Yep. You should have had Themyscira, like, yo.
It was a teaser. A teaser of Themyscira. Maybe you don't have Wonder Woman yet, but you're teasing Wonder Woman in some way, shape, or form. because
Mhm.
movie
Or like at
studios
least
and
have her
MCU.
mom. At least have her mom just saying like, "Yo, I sense like something in the force out there, like in man's world or something like." That's how you would have done it. Like that's how I would have done it.
I think right now DC are in prime position to take over, and they're not capitalizing on it, and that's what's annoying me.
Because
And
James
it's
Gunn
like-
wants to do his own stuff. That's just the
And the
thing.
thing is, you can't rely on the Matt Reeves universe because it's its own thing, or is it? Like it's completely left in the air. Is it part of the main continuity? Is it not? Is it its own thing? Maybe it might be. Like it's so up in the air, and there's no clarification, and it's being done on purpose to drag it out. Wait till the trilogy's done, and then they'll decide what to do with Batman.
Adrian, how do you feel about something, man? Like, what do you got to say about this situation?
I'm in the same boat as you guys. I am very worried for DC. I really want them to take the opportunity to flesh out their characters, flesh out the main characters. But we're not seeing that right now. So
no, we're getting a Jimmy Olsen show.
Yeah.
Okay, I see you got your fucking priorities in order, James Gunn. Jimmy Olsen before Wonder Woman, before Batman, before Martian Manhunter. Okay. Yeah, okay. Good job.
Dude, just imagine if you're a DC fan and you go to your Marvel homies and say, like, guess what, man? We got a Jimmy Olsen show. They gonna bust out laughing at you, man. Like, man, get out of here, dog. Like, you know.
You want to make an Amanda Waller show, an Authority movie, before Batman and Wonder Woman? Okay. Before Flash, before Green Arrow? All right.
Like I said, man, and you're about to commit a huge sin if you kill Hal Jordan off,
which they're going to.
Dude,
they're going to.
The moment I saw Hal Jordan's age, I was like, oh dang.
No, but again, this is why I don't like J.J. Abrams. I don't like you introducing a character that we haven't met yet and then killing them off in the opening. I don't like it. Because there's no emotional attachment.
As soon as I saw Hal Jordan's age, I was like,
it's so annoying, man. It's so jarring.
They're gonna kill him.
Like,
they're gonna kill him.
I have no issue with Hal
doing,
already existing. He's been a Lantern for a while, but making him that old is crazy.
Here's what they should be doing, and I don't know if any of you guys agree. I prefer it when John and Hal are in tandem, like a buddy cop duo. And generally speaking, John is the younger one and arguably the more popular one. You have this show play out to where it's a passing of the torch, where Hal Jordan passes the torch over to John Stewart. And you could play a scenario where maybe Hal Jordan gets framed for something and John Stewart's whole arc is to prove that he's like, he didn't do it. He's innocent. And in proving that, he becomes worthy of the ring. That's why he's a Green Lantern. Like you tie it into the theme of why he is worthy to get that ring. And also you've got Kyle Rayner, you've got Aaron Pierre, like that's Mufasa. Like, and Aaron Pierre is the son of our like drama teacher, freaking legend. But carry on, as you were saying, Danny.
No, from what the rumors are saying, like they're supposed they're supposed to be sharing a ring with each other.
That's so stupid.
Well, that's not going to go.
That's not how. That's not how that works. That's not how that works.
That's the rumor. I'm not sure if that's true or whatever. But if that's the rumor, on they're sharing a ring.
Why can't we just do this thing where Hal Jordan takes him under his wing? He's a rookie. Treat it like F1. He takes him under his wing. He gives him his ring. Like it's that simple. They could have just done that. Why are they doing this thing where it's like, oh, we need to kill Hal Jordan or we need to make him evil? You're doing character assassination. Like I said this for Cyclops, and I'm going to say it here. That's character assassination. It's destroying the character. I don't like it. That's not how we have to do it.
And Nathan Fillion is supposed to be in it too. Like
I don't like it. I really don't. I think you do a disservice to the Hal Jordan character by doing this, especially. And this is the other issue. It goes back to what I said. This is an established universe. We've only got Superman of the Justice League. We've got the Justice Gang before we've got the Flash, Wonder Woman,
the James Gunn Gang. That's what they're calling it now. They're calling it the James Gunn Gang now.
And the thing is, I don't want DC to go through another reboot again. I can't deal with it again. I want DC to shine. Like, I'm tired.
I also hope that plot leak is fake because if that's
I'm tired of DC getting their ass spanked. I'm sorry, DC used to dominate.
Oh, you talking about the sharing one ring thing? Like,
no, about the quote unquote synopsis of the season. That's the main story. Oh, this is not gonna be good.
Like, Ty, talk to me. What's your feeling with this? Like, what would you like to see change in terms of this universe? Because I know, like, obviously you really enjoyed Superman. Like, what would you prefer them to do going forward? What's your sort of narrative of direction?
It's everyone knows that. So for those that don't know me, that obviously is one of my favorite franchises, DC. The characters I love. I feel the best thing for them is James Gunn. Okay, no pun intended. Is jumping the gun. He's like feeling okay. He's doing what kind of feels.
I don't think Kevin will agree with that.
I think he's taking a lot of chances, and you know what he did? I think Creature Commandos, that was a lot of chance, but thinking, okay, James, don't get ahead of yourself, buddy. Just kind of bring it back. You know, bring some love for like kind of other people. Like, you know, I'm hearing a Teen Titans project. Okay, more, but stuff like, again, like Danny said, Clayface, Wallace. Like, dude, this is necessary. Are we gonna really watch that? You know,
before Justice League.
Yeah, it's like, but I'm James Gunn. I have faith.
I'm so sick of this shit.
I don't think he's going to take, but at the same time, like I said, don't jump the gun. Just, I think you need like a Sean, brother Sean Quagland. He played, you know, he was in. Hold him.
Peacemaker 2 was such a disappointment, man. I thought Peacemaker 2 would have brought like, you know, brought us back.
Oh,
but
no, don't even get me started on that shit.
It's like, listen. And shout out to my friend Angry Badger. If you ever watch this, brother, like, shout out to the Angry Badger. Listen, I already said to this man, like, listen, if Lanterns and Clayface is not good, I will concede that James Gunn does not know what he's doing. Like, I will concede to that, or whatever. Like, because
the more this man talks on Twitter, the more I'm convinced
No,
he has no
that's
plan.
the other issue. That's the other issue. He needs to stop that immediately.
Someone needs to manage his social media account, because I'm sorry. No, it's not just with James Gunn. The same issue is happening with the Duffer Bros too. Shut the fuck up, okay? No, because you hyped up these last two Peacemaker episodes like they were going to be the greatest piece of fiction.
I haven't even watched
they?
them.
No.
don't do it.
Oh, okay. That's
Waste
8 weeks of my life I'm never getting back.
Yeah. I was mad about that, man. I was mad. At the end, it was like one big old music video. It was like Suicide Squad again, like from like the first one.
Like,
First one.
what
Yeah,
they did to Flag's
I know.
character really
Apparently,
bothered
John
me.
Cena was in it. I couldn't see him.
Yeah.
Okay.
I couldn't see him.
No,
Fuck's
listen.
sake,
As a DC fan,
Smash
only
that like
thing-
button, folks. Come on.
the only thing that I wanted as a DC fan, the only thing that James Gunn had to do, or whatever Zack Snyder had to do, or like whoever was is supposed to take up the mantle next, you should focus on the Big Seven. That's it. The Big Seven.
Well,
That's all
I mean,
we're asking.
Exactly. And this is exactly it. You just need the Justice League. That's it. You don't like. Look, it's great to have the Titans. It's great to have the Creature Commanders.
Titans movie before.
It's great to flesh out the world building. But you're telling me we're gonna have a Titans thing in production before we even know who the Batman is?
Okay. Here's my problem with that.
This.
The whole reason the Titans exist in the first place.
Because of the Justice League.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Right. How do we? Right. Okay. Okay.
That's true.
Right, I'm doing
It's like making a Guardians of the Galaxy movie before an Avengers movie.
Well,
Right.
you know what about that?
Right.
James Gunn says that Supergirl is like Guardians of the Galaxy.
Is how
Okay, so you're telling me
count.
you have no variety of style. Okay.
Okay. This is how you count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right? That's how you count. For some reason, -5, 1, 69, 11, 112, and 4. You're jumping all over the place. Like, can we keep some consistency here? The reason why the MCU worked and the reason why the DCU failed is because the DCU tried skipping to the main event before setting up anything. I know I say we need to get to the main event, but there's a way to do it. That's why they failed. The
They don't wanna put in the
DCEU said, you know what? Screw your main event. We're going to build everything outside of the main characters. We're going to focus on all the side characters. No. You took the wrong lessons. You took the wrong lessons.
James
here.
Gunn's the type of dude that'll make a Condiment King movie before a Batman movie.
Damn. But like I really appreciated.
The thing is, he
Superman
ain't lying though. He's
Superman.
not lying.
I really appreciated Superman for having a very true, authentic take to what the Superman character actually is. I'm sure we can all agree that that movie was the truest version of Superman we've gotten, like, ever. Like, I really, I really appreciated it, and I think it was so beautifully done. It gave me a lot of positive to go forward with. But again, it was very formulaic to what James Gunn does in every single project, and I'm really praying that it isn't.
I'm gonna say one thing, and like like this would probably be the first time I ever say this. Jacob is right when it came to Man of Steel and Superman, James Gunn's Superman.
I respectfully disagree, but hey,
no,
I mean,
hold on.
I mean, how did I?
Listen. Here,
I'll let you explain why before I.
Hold on. Because they're two different things. But as an enjoyable movie, okay, if we're talking about like going back and rewatching it,
Chris, get in here.
I think like Man of Steel is a solid rewatchable movie. As much as I love the James Gunn movie, does it got the rewatch value like it's supposed to?
I wish some of the other boys were on to see this. Oh my god!
Is it like I like it?
I'm enjoying this.
I like the James Gunn Superman movie, but like if you're telling me which one is like,
it's just good business.
You better clip this or whatever, or like before it gets deleted and everything. Like rarely do I ever say this, where I'm just gonna give Jacob his props and everything. I'm saying this, like the James Gunn Superman movie is it more like towards the comic books? Yes. Is it got more rewatchable? Does it got more rewatch value? I can't say that and everything. And this is me being like a James Gunn fan. Like as much as the Snyder film has this problem, you know, him not saving his dad.
Yeah, that's one of the stupidest things I've ever seen.
Yeah, his dad letting kids die. No, like that's not.
Oh yeah, don't forget that piece of lore that he killed his dog right in front of him to teach him a lesson about life off screen.
Yeah, and then Amy Adams as Lois.
What a terrible Lois Lane. I'm sorry.
Not good at Lois, but girl, like contrast, James Gunn had a better Lois. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you know, but it's like overall, and this is what a lot of people are saying. Like even the box office proved it. Like even adjusted for inflation, James Gunn's Superman movie did not hit. It didn't touch Man of Steel. It just did. Like Man of Steel beat James Gunn's Superman movie, and that's not what they wanted to happen, and that's what happened and everything. Like, you know, it did not make it. It did not make its money. As much as I love the James Gunn Superman movie,
I think, and that's a great point there as well. And to your point too, like out of the two, Superman is a more true, authentic adaptation of that character. I know that, like, let's say for example, Ty, like you were really proud of that work with that film. It was really enjoyable. I liked it. I did. But I think as a film, Man of Steel is infinitely better. Like as a film, like in terms
that's
of
what everybody's saying
not a Superman film, not a Superman film, Kevin. As a film, like as a film, in terms of the themes and the dynamics of how they get into the nitty gritty with the characters, the cinematography. And don't get me wrong, Man of Steel does have its issues.
Okay, I'll give you that. Like, have better cinematography. I'll give you that.
Not just in terms of like the movie, what it created afterwards with Zack Snyder's cult of people that think he can do no wrong. But I just think in terms of a film, it's one of those films that I genuinely believe is one of the best superhero films I think I've ever seen.
I had to sit on it for a while, and like I had to like.
Superman is a more true version of the character and is a more enjoyable film. And the difference between Superman and Man of Steel,
Jacob, and then I had to say I have to concede. You know what?
Well, I don't want that to be the case. Like, I obviously want to say that Superman is better, but in my opinion, it's not. Like, if you're asking me what do I enjoy more, Superman. What do I put on to lift my spirits after a bad day? Man of Steel. No, got that the wrong way around. Got that the wrong way around. Fuck the bit.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I put on Superman to make me feel better if I'm having a bad day, and I put on Man of Steel for the other reason. So more or less, like fuck it, it's midnight. But more or less, I really appreciate the take of Superman. I think they lean too much into the comedy at points, like Jimmy Olsen being a Riz Master every 5 seconds. Those annoying side characters. Like we don't need to see this. Like it's not relevant to the story.
To be fair, that's Jimmy Olsen.
But then to Man of Steel, we don't need to see him letting his father die for no reason.
Hopping over,
we don't. Yeah, I know. Imagine that, Christ. We don't need to see that. We don't need to see him snapping skulls open. Like Man of Steel does edge on that.
I don't got a problem. I didn't have a problem with him killing Zod like that because he was put into he had no choice. Like he had no choice. Like it was like a lose-lose situation.
Yeah, I mean, I will concede though. Zach deliberately put a character in the way for him to do that, just to say, hey, he has an out. But like I think as a film, Man of Steel is way better. It knows when to take itself seriously, albeit too much, but it knows when to lock in. The problem I have with Superman, Lex Luthor, right, Nicholas Hoult, is delivering one of the best monologues I have ever seen put to a superhero film, and it gets immediately cut with a joke.
Yeah,
and I hate that. Like, if I'm performing that scene and I'm performing this speech, I'm acting my fucking bollocks off, and then a dog just comes in and knocks me out of shot. Like, I think they went a bit too far in places, and that's the problem.
It was too much James Gunn movie.
Yes,
too much of a James Gunn.
There was a lot of
James Gunn in that Supergirl movie.
But I think, with the movie being what it was a good foundation builder. And I think Superman 2 can only get better. It can only get better from here.
We'll see.
However, the universe it's in, I don't feel confident on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was going to say this.
It's surprising.
James Gunn's butt is on the chopping block, man. He has to make this next movie do good or whatever. And can I confidently say he can do it if he tones himself down like he did with the Guardians movies? There's a chance or whatever, but he can't be making no fork jokes. He can't be making no he has to take this movie seriously because by God, if you make Brainiac
Kevin stewing in the corner,
if you make Brainiac a joke, your universe is done.
I'm walking out of the theater if that happens. If you have Brainiac cracking jokes, I'm walking out of the theater.
I'm fucking finished, mate. Oh my
God.
God.
If Brainiac is cracking jokes, then I will walk out of that movie so quick.
Agreed. And that's the thing. It just needs to have checks and balances, right? And I think the other thing as well, James Gunn has built a foundation. What they need to do, if again, I'm only a fan, just giving his opinion, but if I'm looking at this, I'm thinking, what's my priorities here? Look at Marvel. Yeah. Marvel could not wait. They could not wait to get Chris Evans and Chris Hemsworth back. Obviously, for different reasons, but they could not wait to get heavy hitters back in the fold or the X-Men. They couldn't wait. DC need some kind of urgency here where it's like, you got Superman, great. You've got a Batman, great. How do we go about making sure that we're extracting these characters to their full potential? And I'm sorry, I want to see Wonder Woman back, man. I want to see Flash. Where are these guys at? We've already got, let's just put it out there. You've got Superman, you've got Guy Gardner, you've got Hawk Girl, you've got Mr. Terrific, you've got Jimmy Olsen, you've got, who's another one? Blue Beetle. You've got those characters before we've got the main players.
Listen, bro.
You all know how I feel about Blue Beetle.
But no, it's okay because we got Jimmy Olsen show and that Sergeant Rock movie because that's definitely what people want to see, right?
Oh, Jesus.
Listen, this is how I'm getting a little this is where I'm gonna have to push back a little bit, Ty, with the James Gunn thing because I'm a little nervous because this man said in an interview saying that all the Batman stories have been told. That's a lie.
Get the fuck out of here.
He said that. He said that.
A 80-plus-year-old character? Okay, James. Okay, no.
That's what's making me a little nervous about that Batman.
I can see why you wanted Damien to be Robin. I have no idea what the fuck you're doing, bro.
That is a get out of jail free card.
He said
That's a
he
get out
said
of
it.
jail
He,
free card.
now, mind you, this is the same
Wrong.
man that said that the reason why he didn't do Superman is because he finally cracked it because he needed crypto in the movie. That's what he said.
Okay, well, you know what? Hold on. Let's play that point then. Let's play that point. Let's say every Batman story has been told. Okay. So you mean to tell me there's no creatives out there that wouldn't like having a stab at it and giving it a little crack and seeing what they could come up with?
It's like that's not a good look, James. Like a lot of people are
That
like,
know what an
bullshit.
adaptation is? Okay.
That's
what he
all
said.
right, I'm gonna just like
What a
forgive me for a
fucking
second
idiot.
to cut everyone off, but obviously Ty, we're both in the acting world. I can see my Stanmore fam in the chat, but it's like I'm gonna go there. There are talented, creative people out there who would love to have a go. They would love to create something in this world. They would love to give it a shot. Okay, every Batman story's been told. Okay,
give me a chance,
give
man.
it to someone
Give me
who
a
can
chance.
fucking do something from the ground up. I guarantee you, there is. If you were to call the average person, and go, "Hey, yo, you want to do a Batman film?" Yes. Like, there's someone that's probably got a story, right? A story treatment that they've had for 20 years about a journey Batman could go on. Like, what if he loses all of his Robins or whatever? I don't know. Well, that's probably been done.
Bro, like I have this Batman story that I've been like been
There's always
thinking
a new
about.
story. I hate that notion. Scarcity is so.
It's like that, but I mean, but that's just the thing on why a lot of people are giving up on Hollywood creatives
should.
as Hollywood creatives as it is, because things like that, when you're hearing it from one of the big dogs, like James, you already made it, dude. You shouldn't be saying those type of things. You should not say that you should not say that all the Batman stories have been told. Oh man, all the No, they haven't. You haven't even. We have no. What we
All right,
have.
where's my Red Hood movie, huh? Where's my live action Red Hood movie, huh? Since
We
all
haven't done a
Batman
Red
stories
Hood
been done.
movie. We haven't done Mask of the Phantasm.
Kevin,
We haven't done a
right.
Sub-Zero
Red
movie
Hood, Red Hood.
correctly and everything. Like we haven't done a Heart of Ice correctly, or whatever. You know, we haven't done Nightfall correctly, or
We
whatever.
haven't done any of the Robins correctly.
We haven't
Live
done
action, The Killing Joke.
live action killing joke. Like Gotham by Gaslight. What
The
else?
Long Halloween.
Long Halloween. Well, you mean Matt Reeves is kind of doing his interpretation of it, but I get what you're saying and
It's
everything.
loosely.
Loosely, like even though Zack Snyder tried to do the Dark Knight Returns, that's not Dark Knight Returns what we got.
That
No,
man,
it's much of that
I
entirely.
refuse to believe that dude actually read that comic.
No,
It's
he
like
didn't.
He just
Like,
looked up
and that's
interesting
the
hole
thing.
in
Like,
there.
I'm sat here 5 years, Danny. We are sat here 5 years later talking about the same thing with a
Yep.
new creative for different reasons. And look, I want to stay as positive as possible. Like that's the key thing. You do want to stay as positive as
But
possible.
you don't want to be a
But-
positive YouTuber and say like, "Oh man,
Yeah,
everything's
like,
gonna
toxic-
be okay."
Here's the thing: toxic positivity is just as bad. Where like everything is fine, everything is sunshine and rainbows, but the house is on fire. Like for me, okay, let's just say it like this. Okay, you've got the Lantern show coming up that I'm actually hyped for, even though Hal Jordan, I'm still looking forward to it. You've got the Lantern show, you've got Supergirl. Those projects are coming up, right?
And Clayface.
And Clayface. Those are the three. I don't get a say. I don't get an opinion here. It's like the equivalent of Sony doing a Sandman and Rhino, but anyway. But I don't get a say. Those are the next three. Those are the next three films or three installments.
We don't get
whatever.
a say.
I don't get an opinion. They're coming out. Tough. Take it. Fine. What happens when the alternative is too hard to bear? Viewership goes down, hype goes down, and Marvel kick your ass again.
Because they're having Spider-Man and Doomsday in this year.
And the thing is, you got to think about it like this. I've said it before and I'll say it again. The only person who can compete with the Justice League in terms of Marvel, like you could make a case now with like Iron Man and Cap and whatever, because of the MCU, is the X-Men and probably Spider-Man, and that's it. If you get the Justice League working, Marvel have to work.
Uh-huh.
Because like the amount of stories that the Justice League characters have that haven't been shared, haven't been told, whether you've seen it in the Young Justice series, whether you've seen it in Injustice, whether you've seen it in the animated movies, Under the Red Hood, whatever the case is, there's so many there that would knock Marvel for six. And that's what's frustrating to me about it, is it just feels like there's a lack of priority there. Like, don't get me wrong, the Matt Reeves universe will be fine, it'll do its thing. but I need some clarification on the DCU. Even right, okay, we'll go a step further. Jacob, you don't get an opinion. You're not having a Batman. You're not having clarification on Batman. You don't get a say here. Fine, okay. I don't get a say. So where's Flash and Wonder Woman?
Where's Green
Wonder
Arrow?
Woman.
Where's Martian Manhunter?
Like,
Where's
these
Aquaman?
characters are elite. And here's the other thing as well. Let's go a step further. Doomsday and Secret Wars are going to potentially, like both films being included, because the hype is pretty much like the hype from Doomsday and Secret Wars is going to basically be the same. It's two movies.
Yeah.
It's a duology, more or less. You're going to have Tom Holland in there, Tobey Maguire in there, and probably Andrew Garfield. That's 3 Spider-Men at once that people care about because of No Way Home. You can't even get one Batman, second Batman. You can't even get 2 Batman.
Because you just want to do your own thing, and like
he's got to share it out. Like, that's the issue, man. Is it's like, look, I don't know James Gunn personally. If he ever watches this, it's not personal. Like, I don't know you, you don't know me. You're probably not watching, but if you end up doing it,
I think he probably watches. He takes everything.
He's always online. I say this from a place of care. Like, I am getting so tired of this crap for 5 years. Look, I'm going to keep positive in the sense of the world building of the DCU is there. We're getting some spotlight on lesser known characters that we haven't seen in live action. That's one thing I'll give James Gunn credit for. Here's the thing. You haven't earned the right to do half of them. You need the Justice League. You need them. And we'll go a step further. I am so tired of Marvel just slapping DC around. Like, I genuinely, it was so satisfying to me this year. Pause, resume. It was so satisfying to have Thunderbolts. As much as I know people are kind of 50-50, I really enjoyed it. It was nice to have that. It was nice to have Fantastic Four, Superman, and Batman all at the same time in tandem, if you know what I mean. Like, they were all kind of like, okay, forcing the other person to hey Chris, what's up? Forcing the other person to work their ass off in exchange for working something. Like, I really appreciated that. And to me, it's so great to be like, if you just have to be grateful for a second, you have to be like grateful in the sense of we're getting these characters, we're getting the spotlight for these characters, the journeys that we're going on with some of them. It's very gratifying to see. We've got a true, authentic Superman, which is great, and not a lot of people who are Man of Steel lovers came away from Superman hating it because they don't know that's what the character actually is. Like, that's, the Superman of Steel kind of got people fucked up on what the character of Clark Kent and Kal-El and Superman actually really is. But I like having the variety there. And it's like I was saying to you, Danny, you could earn a Batman that kills. You could earn it, but you need to really earn it. Like, you
gotta
can't
make
just
it
make
make
to
sense.
shock people. You need it to
you
make
gotta make it make sense. Yeah,
and that's
He's
where I
going
want
to kill
DC.
henchman, but he won't kill the Joker. Okay,
And that's where I want DC to shine. Is DC can have a pair of balls. Like, DC can have, and this is what I've always felt like. Kal-El, no. I always felt like DC. No. I always felt like DC had the darker stories.
I like to be fair to DC. This is not gonna. I'm not gonna keep on beating up on DC. Like, listen, they had like last year they had a somewhat a good run or whatever. Like, they had the Penguin series that did good. Superman and Lois. They closed
Penguin
out
was great.
The Superman and Lois thing did good.
Yeah,
Despite how you feel about
it's really good.
Despite how you feel about James Gunn's Superman, even though the audience is divided, it did it was all right.
It also released in a time where the box office isn't in superheroes like movies' favor at the moment, in my opinion. That's not me defending it, but it is a valid
that's what I'm saying. It's like DC is in a weird thing because you got to remember, times are changing, the taste is changing. Like, the kids that let's be honest with us. How old are most? Like, I'm 34. How old are most of you guys? Like,
damn.
26.
28.
26.
23.
Okay, so we got people that, I hate to say it, but the younger Gen Z people and Generation Alpha, they don't really care about superheroes like that, bro. Like, I got nephews. I talk to them about anime stuff or whatever. Like, because like when I talk to them about Batman, Superman, or like Spider-Man, they're looking at me crazy. Like they like, yo, why are you talking to us about that? You know what I'm saying? You know, like people are going to the anime factor, dude. Like anytime when I go to plenty of conventions, bro. Like I'm good. Like anytime when I go to a convention, I'm always gonna see like almost like 20 something Gokus, like over 50 something Tanjiros, like a whole bunch of like Dekus, all that. Like I hardly see a Batman and Superman now going to conventions. I hardly see people walking around like a Jedi, man. Like, and that's just the God honest truth.
Just had to slip that in there.
That's the God honest truth, and it's not even
8-9. Yeah, no,
8-9. No, but I'm just saying, like the new generation, they're not really focusing on superhero films like that. Like, you know, most of the new generation that I see or like that I know or I talk to or whatever, they're more into the anime scene more than anything or whatever. Like they're like that's what I'm seeing now, and that's just the reality that superhero movies got to understand. Most of these new guys, you're gonna have to work their trust, like, cause we're done. Like we're gonna support the MCU, we're gonna support the DCU, regardless if it's good or not. That's just the way it is, or whatever. But as far as this new generation coming up, they don't care about no Batman, Superman, Spider-Man like that. Like they think we old for liking that stuff. They're looking at Goku and Naruto and all them, man, or Luffy or something like that. So
valid.
That's valid. Listen, Demon Slayer beat all the superhero movies. That's checkmate. That shows you, and that was in America.
Wow.
I'm just saying that's the real. That's how far anime has come. Where Superman is bowing down to Demon Slayer, bro. Demon Slayer, and
shit.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
I guess we can move on to Doomsday. Sorry,
no worries. I mean, hey, get it out of your system. It's therapy for everyone, isn't it? Hey, Chris, what are your thoughts just before we move on to the final topic? What are your thoughts on like encapsulated for this whole DC conundrum? What's your take on it?
Well, a lot has happened the last couple of months. Like we have the merging between Netflix and Warner Bros. I don't keep too much tabs with it, but I did heard that Paramount did got involved in some ways, but I don't think it made any progress with it. I do in fact know a lot of people support Paramount's decision of getting involved because they want the films to be played on the cinemas. And as a person who grew up in the 2000s, I love watching films in the cinemas. It's nice to have films being streamed in our homes, like not going out or to see them. They both have their advantages.
Yeah.
Like this is the one thing. There's always this ups and downs between the good and the bad and the downward ugly. I mean, we all have our own personal perspectives or takes when it comes to what's really going on behind the lenses.
Good point.
Is there anything else you want to ask? Or
it's a good point as well.
It's just the way it is. Long since accepted that. If you that's life. Yeah, it's either you allow life itself to beat your ass, or you're just gonna slam at it.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right, and I think that's part of the larger crux of the issue. Is it's like the streaming wars have evolved to such an astronomical plane now, where that is important too. I just like
cable.
Let's round full circle. I care about DC. I want it to shine, as do we all. And I think, the foundation and the building blocks are there. They're there. But arguably, they're there, more there than they were when Zack Snyder was involved.
Oh, yeah.
Way more.
Absolutely. Yes.
It's just this is your golden egg right here. It's a harmonica, but this is
they're not living up to their potential.
Okay? This is your golden egg. Grab it with both hands. Like, don't do this half-assed little Yoda grab. Grab it, both hands. Go all in, and you can make some really good shit, man. Like I'm just saying, the next 4 years, like if if I was DC, I'd take a year off, plan out everything, and then go.
I agree.
Because sometimes a break is actually necessary. Like,
ego.
we live in such a society now where everyone's got to be on the go constantly. If you step back and you take a break, you can like it's shown. Studies have been shown to increase productivity massively. Like if you take a break, you list it all out, and you go again. Case in point, these streams. How many have I done now on a regular? I had to take a break and fuck off. Like I had to disappear, and now I'm locked back in, and I ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
Yellow card.
Yeah, that's what they need to do. They just need to establish their heavy hitters first.
Yeah.
I'm fine with. I'm always all for with lesser known characters getting shine. Hell, even now, this was back when the Arrowverse was actually good. I love that the Arrowverse gave shine to like characters barely anybody knew.
I agree, especially
like
people like
for example,
Arsenal,
characters like Arsenal, Vixen, the Atom, Wally for one season, but
like one season.
Yeah, you need to establish your main foundation first before getting into it. It's like I've always said, you start with your S or A tier characters, then gradually move to the bottom. Like even with Justice League Unlimited, yes, they gave a lot of shine to these lesser known
characters more, right? Like so, when you've got Green Arrow established and you bring Roy Harper in, people inevitably care about him more because Green Arrow is established. Secondly, his sidekick is now moved in. Look, I'll go a step further as well. Look, Miles Morales, right, has developed a character for himself away from you don't need Peter Parker for Miles.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Especially in the comics.
And that, in my opinion, is a testament to how much of a goated character arc he has had since he's arrived, because he has earned that right. What you're trying to do right now is you're trying to shove all these side characters in before you've established a reason to care about them outside of themselves.
And that's like a big thing with what, in my opinion, that was
Miles is Miles Morales is the blueprint. You should be following that.
Yeah. And that's also an issue that the MCU ran into post Endgame. They tried introducing too many of these new characters without laying a foundation, leaving room to breathe.
Trying to go in too many different directions.
Yeah, and we at least for the casual fans, because I liked some of the stuff that we've gotten post Endgame. Obviously, that's not the case for a lot of people.
I want to shout out. You didn't very underrated.
Yeah, you don't leave enough room to let these newer fans really get invested to these characters, and I think that's and I'm really getting worried that we're going to get that same issue over at DC, because in my opinion, you actually have a lot of potential here. Establish your main 7 and then do a Justice League movie, and in the background, what I think they could have easily done. So here's what one thing I would have changed about Superman is you have to see how the government is running metahumans, because metahumans are like the big talk in this universe now. Maybe the Justice Gang wanted to get involved in the conflict, but they were literally not allowed to by Maxwell Lord. So what they could have easily done is they disband the Justice Gang. They still go help, right? This sets up Maxwell Lord to be a future threat later down the line. You then have them replace the Justice Gang with Infinity Inc., a metahuman superhero team that is completely loyal to the government. And with the then with Peacemaker Season 2, you could have still done the whole villain arc with Flag, just have it be more earned, because their whole thing, we want to control metahumans, because you have Creatures Commandos, Argus has their thing, the government is now actively trying to recruit metahumans to their side. They want to control metahumans in any form or fashion, because you have these powerful people that can destroy entire city blocks. And this could also be an interesting conflict for a Justice League movie, especially if you want to set up Maxwell Lord to kind of take the spot of Luthor for a bit. Obviously Luthor is still going to be around, and then you can have Luthor come back. Maybe you can do the Public Enemy storyline where Luthor becomes president, which I think is something they could set up with Man of Tomorrow if they play their cards right. Because I don't know if anybody watched the animated movie based off that, but when Superman and Batman, they were being hunted down by everybody, like Captain Atom, Starfire, the Outsiders, all of them. That would be sick. But the thing is, you need to build up to that.
Yeah.
Gradually, because if you really want to establish these characters right off the bat, even though that universe wasn't perfect, I think they should take a page out of the DC animated movie universe. Just have Justice League right off the bat. All these characters are established. They know of each other, but they've never worked together. Because in Justice League War, while it wasn't a perfect movie, I think it worked. Green Lantern, for example, he has heard of Superman, but he hasn't met him. The only people that knew each other off screen were were Barry and Hal. That was it.
Yeah.
And then after that, they did a Batman movie. They did all these other movies. So you could, like, if that's the direction you want to go in, I don't have a problem with that as long as you do it well and you don't like try to do too much all at once. Because that was a big issue I had with Batman v Superman. Because when it was supposed to be a Batman Superman movie, you tried to do a Justice League setup and set up like 3 or 4 other spin-off projects, and look what happened.
Can we talk about RDJ now?
Yeah, no, sorry, I was just sending a message across. But yeah, no, with that being said and rounding off that segment, just I'm hoping for better.
Yeah.
I'm hoping for better, just in terms of like as a universe.
Mhm.
Right, let's get to the final subject of the stream. Now, this one probably won't be long. I've talked about this before. You need a reason for why RDJ is back as Doctor Doom or is playing Doctor Doom. Now, obviously, we know the money. Yeah, we know that. I want a real sensible reason as to why RDJ's face is Doctor Doom. I want a reason. Sorry, I am that guy. It's not like they recast Terrence Howard as War Machine. It's not like they got some random side character. Was it? They got the guy who played, was it Cottonmouth in Luke Cage? Was that it? And then
I think so.
Mahershala. It wasn't like that. This is the face of the MCU. Okay, This isn't even Thor or Cap. It's Tony, the one that started the entire universe. Why does he have Robert Downey Jr.'s face? Now we know why. Obviously, money. We know why. Cheddar cheese. But in universe, why does he look like Tony? Now, they could do this thing where they just don't even address it and they just gloss over it, and that's fine.
That's what I would do.
But I'm not going to like it. I'm not going to like it at all. It's distracting. It's very distracting.
Especially for casual viewers, especially people that fell out with the MCU.
About that the last time. It is so distracting for casual fans to look at that and go, since when did Iron Man become Darth Vader? What the Like, you already had people in Infinity War that were sitting there in the screening going, who is this purple guy? Why does he need these stones? That's the level right there. That's the level. That's the benchmark. That's the line. You're way over there, you know? And I know everyone has a different opinion on this. Everyone may feel differently, but I need some kind of explanation. Like, or at least... Even if they say that he is Victor Von Doom. That's it. He's not Tony Stark. He's not a Tony Stark variant. He's not a body swapped, whatever. He is Victor Von Doom. I still need a scene where a character goes, "You look a bit like Tony Stark." What the? Like, I need some kind of addressing of it. Otherwise, like, you can make it meta. Like, otherwise it's distracting. It's like all of a sudden Christian is the one that started this universe, right? And then he comes back and he's got a freaking mask on and his real name's John. It's like, what? Like,
it doesn't make any sense at all of that.
It's not the law. It's not the law. It's not the character. It's wrong. So to me, it's a nitpick, but I want to know. Because to me, I'm one of the only people that genuinely did not like this casting. I really did.
I didn't like it either.
I don't like it either. I think
I find it very questionable. Very questionable.
I think RDJ will do a great job. Like, RDJ will do a very solid job with the role because it's RDJ. The problem I have with it, hey Paris, the problem I have with this casting is it feels external. It doesn't feel like it was creatively or narratively done. It's going to be a synthetic reason as to why this is happening. And that's what I don't like. And with that in mind, okay, we're going back to the old phrase again. This has become one of my new catchphrases. Jacob, you don't get a say. He's playing Victor Von Doom. It is what it is. Here we are. I would still have a scene going, hey, you look a bit like somebody that I used to know, like, something. Like, because it's distracting. Like, you're going to have half the audience in the cinema sitting there going, so why does the Iron Man Doom? What's going on here? And you can say, as like, oh yeah, but they could just gloss over it. You could say those things. But the casual audience member is not going to care if you're saying those things. They're going to what the question on everyone's lips.
Who's he?
Why does he look like Tony frickin' Stark?
That's $1 million question.
Yeah.
Why? Like, Obviously, we know why. Money. In universe, while watching it, why does he look like him?
That's the explanation we need.
Dude.
Yeah.
And also, like, another
I'm
thing,
not going to get what I want. I'm probably not going to get an explanation. I have to be okay with that.
this movie, from what I heard from some of the people that I know that's working on it or whatever,
Yeah, I
They
got
said
a
it-
couple I know as
they
well.
said it's a mess. If you know some
Uh-huh.
people, and they said that, like, the guy that I know is saying it's a mess and everything. Like, this is,
All right, I already know it's gonna be a mess.
yeah, I don't know, man. Like,
Going into this movie with zero build-up, Doom and Reed's rivalry isn't established. Hell, it's probably not even going to be the central conflict, even though it's the main conflict in the comics. But these people don't look at the source material anyway.
To your point, Kevin, my thing is that I'm afraid that if they don't do this, it's a sign that they really don't give a shit.
Oh, wait, I'll say that again, Paris. Your
Yeah,
audio
you
kind of cut out there a bit.
Yeah, your mic kind of glitched out for a second.
It's a little weak. We can't hear you well.
Sorry, Chris, that got me. It's a little weak.
Can you hear me now?
Like Sopranos. Sorry.
no, it's still far away.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
like
wait a
really far away.
How do I fix
Hang on.
this?
Let me try something. Tell you what I'm going to do. Hang on. All right. Speak now, Paris.
Hello.
Yeah, there we
Big
go.
space.
Much better.
Okay. I was saying, to your point, Kevin, my thing that I'm really afraid of, and if they do this, I really don't think they give a shit, is that they don't know this particular Doom. Like, if Reed doesn't know this particular Doom and he's from another multiverse,
Oh, okay.
why would that's a messed up
I'm
thing?
with you.
We know you. And like there's history there, even though they didn't build up to it, it's like at least have an established history and say this is the Doom that's in the same
Oh,
universe.
like they know each other off screen. Oh god,
Well,
that's
like
even
the
worse.
thing from that Earth 38.
Like, you
Like,
see, the
he's
thing
not
with
part
one
of that
my-
Earth or whatever. Like, the Doom that's in their universe is not part. Because this is what I think is finna happen. This is my headcanon.
Oh,
So,
theory
like,
with Danny.
just theory. Once this thing is done, because they already said
Chris.
that they're going to make another Fantastic Four movie. Don't know why, but I think this is gonna be a Doom bot. Like, I really think this
Oh,
is gonna be a
fuck
Doom
off. Oh, God, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. They're going to do a Snoke. They're going to do a Snoke.
Dude, I think that this is gonna be the most powerful
You
Doom
haven't
bot.
earned that though. Yes, I get that happens all the time in the comics, but here's the thing: that was earned. I don't think it's gonna be earned in this movie.
Like, no, this is just my thing. I don't know if
Okay,
it's gonna
no.
happen, but
All right,
I know
I'm gonna hear you
Marvel.
out. I'm gonna let you
I-
cook. I'm gonna let you
like-
cook.
But we know Marvel, because they're not gonna have another villain for the next Fantastic Four movie that they already said that they're about to do after this movie. They've pretty much
Annihilus.
they pretty much gave Secret Wars away. Okay, Fantastic Four, they're gonna survive. Okay, like Jacob says, we don't get a say in the matter. Okay, Fantastic Four movie. Okay, you're telling me that this next Fantastic Four is not going to have a Doctor Doom? It's not going to have a Galactus? It's not going to have a Mole Man? I don't see that happening, or whatever. I think this is a big old Doom bot, or whatever, that
It's
Doctor
giving
Doom
this.
is probably controlling from a different universe to see, like, how far he could take it about destroying universes. That's just how I feel. But maybe that's just me and everything.
Well,
I
no,
really
the thing is, this is why I want to bring it up, because you may be onto something there. Because at the end of the day, you can't cast someone like RDJ in this role, this specific role, and he sticks around past these two movies. He's too expensive. You can't.
Yeah.
But also,
Okay.
Doctor Doom is a phase-long villain. He is arguably, in my opinion, the best villain Marvel have. In my opinion, like in
I agree
terms
with
of
that,
like,
honestly.
like in terms of like his character arc, in terms of his power level, in terms of the stories you can tell with him, he is what Darth Vader is to Star Wars. Like, I know he looks like him, but he is very much that to Marvel, in my opinion. Obviously, we can have our own preferences, but he, like, Darkseid to DC, like, he is the big bad. So it really annoys me that one of the most, like, the best rivalries that is in the comics, given that, I mean, look, we can have our thoughts on Fantastic Four and whatever, but Mr. Fantastic and Doom's rivalry is peak. And
Mhm.
we only, like, you've got Fantastic Four who are just starting, And you got RDJ who's playing Doom, but are you keeping RDJ or are you gonna go back to like Cillian Murphy?
That's why they should have had that Fantastic Four movie in Phase 4.
So to me, it's just kind of like we have to ask these questions because here's what's going to happen. If you have Doom for this movie and maybe Secret Wars and then that's it, you've wasted him. Like you've wasted him. Like he may be great. Let's say he's great in Doomsday and he's great in Secret Wars. Fine. Cool. Brilliant. I'll be happy. I'll be a fan of it. Woo! I'll enjoy it. Post Secret Wars, you've got the Fantastic Four who are just getting started. And you don't have arguably their biggest villain. Like, yeah, you can do the Skrulls, but you don't have the biggest villain they have. And you've already done Galactus. So
the other big threat they really
what
have
are you going to do? Just bring Norrin? Like, I already said this. I think Galactus is coming back. I think Norrin Rad will be Norrin Rad, like the male Silver Surfer. He will come into the fold because his lady is she's dead. She sacrificed herself. Galactus will sell him a dream, being like the Fantastic Four killed your wife. Like they'll go that route, and then Galactus will come back for revenge or something. But I really appreciate the Reed and Doom rivalry. We're going to get it for one film, and it's going to be the most unearned, contrived thing ever.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is the thing. If you remove, like, I'm excited to see, like, freaking, James Marsden, to me, my X-Men, and all of that great stuff. I'm excited for all of that. I'd be lying if I said it wasn't. Anyone who says they're not excited, you're full of shit. However, big however, this movie rides on Doctor Doom. Pause, could have worded that better. Rides on Doctor Doom being a successful landing. If you don't land Doom, you failed.
There's a rumor to this movie, and like from one of the guys
that Thanos had build up before we got to him.
From one of my guys, but he was telling me like this is the rumor. So like I think he's telling me the truth or whatever. Like that's why I say I have to put it as a rumor, but like I'm gonna give you a little bit of glimpse on what they keep on saying for what he's told me. Rumor. Like, so for all you know, I'm just talking gibberish. You're a crazy man. That Doctor Doom is going to be cool with the Earth's heroes or whatever. Like he's gonna help them, like, do Doctor Doom stuff. Like, he does his thing where he's
gonna
cool
be a false hero.
Yeah, he's gonna be a false hero. Like
the plot of Incredible.
In my universe, I'm the good guy. I need help. Somebody to come to my universe.
So you're telling me he's Syndrome from Incredible?
You did this already in Far From Home.
That's the rumor. Now I could be crazy. For all I know, I'm talking gibberish, and I'm a crazy man. But they said that Doctor Doom is supposed to be Danny. Like he's supposed to be cool with everybody in the universe, saying like, hey, my universe is in trouble. I want to help your universe out, type of thing. You need to help me build this machine. And then all of a sudden he's like, that's why I think where Cyclops is shooting his beams up in the air in that universe or whatever. I think that's the first scene of the movie. It's like he's gonna kill all of that universe first.
Right.
And then go into the next universe where where everybody else is at, or whatever.
I don't come back.
If you Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness this, I'm gonna be pissed. Like I
probably are.
Yeah, but if you're gonna do fan service, do it properly. Go all in. Don't half-arse it. Like that's my issue with fan service. Is like if you're gonna do it properly. Like earn it. Don't.
I think I think that first scene he's gonna kill all the X-Men, dude. Like I really think so.
All of them.
Yeah.
Then already the movie's getting a -5 out of 10. Like that's
like think how the movie's play. Like think about it, man. Like think how the movie's placement, and then like Kevin Feige already said that these X-Men that we have is not gonna make it to the next X-Men because he has a new cast coming in anyway. So like. He already.
Well, yeah, I know, but like you could do that in Secret Wars. You don't need to kill all of them now. That's terrible storytelling.
I'd be fine if he killed like a few of them, but like all of them.
Yeah, like I don't mind if he kills like maybe 3 or 4 or whatever. But like you know,
we already know that Magneto and Professor X
they're definitely, they're definitely.
I mean, they're dead. I mean, they're not going to die by Doom. They're going to die of old age
if
anyway.
you're going to go through the effort of giving certain people certain chairs and then you bump them off in the opening, in my opinion, that is assassinating your movie before it's even begun. Because we live in the day and age where leaks are so and boy do we know leaks are so freaking real. The leaks for Doomsday will be out before the movie is, and if that is the plot line, people will not go. Doomsday, like Doctor Strange 2 already pulled this bullshit. Like, don't do it again. Like, and don't promise people.
But that's just my opinion, though. Like, I think that.
I do think he will be going through the universes, bumping people off. That's.
I think that first scene where 100%. Cyclops is shooting the beam in the air. I think that's like the first 20 minutes. Like first, 30 to 20 minutes, and then like when
you're going to do something where
that's where the Avenger sign comes into play.
You've got let's say you've got to your point, you've got like the 15. I don't know, you got like the 10 X-Men characters, right?
Yeah.
And it's a case of survival. Like, it's survival. The people that are in those chairs, minus a couple of them, are the only ones who survive. Like, I'm talking Cyclops, Gambit, Mystique, Nightcrawler. Maybe they're the only ones who survive. Maybe Pyro, Jean Grey, Storm. Maybe they get axed. They get whacked. Like, they get killed. And maybe it's a case of whatever is in those chairs is the surviving remnants of that universe because Doom's bumped them off. And maybe in an effort to steal the kids, which is definitely going to play a role, maybe he takes Cyclops' kid, gets out of there, and then that's when Cyclops blasts that freaking Sentinel and just, caves his head in. And then goes to the next universe and then starts just taking kids.
Then you do that's when they put in the Avenger sign. Dun 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 dun.
I would really prefer that because I feel like one, you raise the tension and the stakes. Secondly, you've raised the bar. Like, oh my god, you've killed Jean Grey. What the? Like, you've killed arguably one of the most powerful mutants in Marvel. You've killed her off. You've set the tone. You've made it personal for the X-Men that do escape. So when they meet with our heroes, there's a personal revenge storyline happening. You can use Doom's manipulating and pulling of the strings in his favor to have them fighting each other and turning them against each other, sort of like how the Guardians of the Galaxy and Tony were fighting at the start, but a bit more. You could do so much with that to elevate Doctor Doom's character. Like, as for filmmaking techniques, if they were to just bump them all off at the start, that would be very poor. And I think if you were to do that, I don't think a lot of those actors would have come back. I think it would have been like, well, you brought me back to... I mean, hey, they got their money, but it's like for James
a lot
Marsden
of them
especially.
them kept on saying that a lot of them were doing green screen and they didn't know who they were acting with or whatever. That's what the guy that did Nightcrawler said.
That's what I heard too.
I mean, I think that's also in part because they couldn't get everyone for filming, so there's going to be a lot of people who are like CGI'd into this after it all happens, kind of thing.
And then also they said that
how they treated Leo in Power Rangers in that episode, pretty much.
Yeah. Like they also said that there was a fight on the scene allegedly between like.
Oh yeah, I heard about that too.
I keep on heard it was RDJ and Ryan Reynolds and everything. I can see it. To be honest with you, them two,
I could see it.
They're both got high egos, so like I can see it. So. Because Deadpool's supposed to be in the movie too.
And he definitely better make a commentary on this Doctor Doom RDJ thing. Please, for the love of God. Like, his specialty is fourth wall breaking.
It's like, dude, I can see Deadpool like after like Scott shoots the beam in the air. He says like, "Wow, man, did you really have to do that, man? Like, did he have to ruin our universe?" It's like,
yeah. I mean, I'm okay with him going around and like bumping characters off and killing people because you need that to raise the stakes. Like you have
but don't like overdo
especially
it,
with
then it's just shock value.
The amount of characters you have in the movie. Like, would it be great to have all the X-Men live to the end of the film and then die in Secret Wars together? Yeah, but like it's not going to happen because it's not feasible. You need there to be some kind of gravity when Doom is on screen. So I don't mind if he kills a few people off, but there definitely needs to be some characters who live like right till the end and into Secret Wars, so when we get to Battle World, those people who are left are like they have a personal stake in what's left.
Yeah,
I think the universes outside of the MCU are just all gonna die or whatever. It's just
by the end of this movie, they're all cooked.
Yeah,
it's like, you know.
Yeah, I think what they're gonna do is the Fox X-Men universe is going to be used as a stand. It's going to be used as a stand-in for 1610.
Yeah, that one's going to die off or whatever. I think if he like Sam Wilson, like he's going to be safe. Like his crew's going to be safe or whatever.
Yeah.
The Wakandans, they're going to be safe. Fantastic Four is going to be safe. Namor is gonna be safe.
Shang-Chi will be fine.
Bucky's gonna die. I think Bucky's gonna die.
I think Bucky's going.
Like,
I just think it's just convenient timing that like he's in DC now. Like look, companies can share, right? Companies can share people.
They don't like sharing though.
But they don't like sharing. They don't like it. I think the chances of Bucky dying just went up. If I was the betting man, I'd say in Doomsday, yeah, he's clipped.
And I feel like not that it matters or anything, but I feel like, you know, Elena is definitely going to be a main character, that she's the key to everything type of thing. That's just me.
Yeah, I know what they're trying to do. They're trying to turn her into the new like ScarJo. It's just, look, I love Yelena and I love Florence Pugh, but ScarJo did so much with that character that you just can't.
They're trying to fast track it.
You can't replicate it. Just do your own thing.
She's just boring to me, man. Like she don't got the spice like Scarlet, man. Like I don't hate Florence, but she ain't got it like Scarlet, man. Scarlet had the juice. Like she was just really good at what she was at, or whatever. Like when Scarlet did her sarcasm, it was funny, witty, freaking amazing and fine. She being fine and all that. But when Florence does it, it's like that, how can I say it? She's like your girl that you don't like find attractive, trying to be your bro and everything. It's just like, stop. Like,
Well, I don't know about all of that, but I see what you're saying.
It's like,
I don't know about all of that, but yeah, okay.
It's like the girl that,
I think
fine,
she's great.
but like she acts like a dude, and it's like, nah, I don't like that. You should be feminine,
Well, again, I don't know about all of that. I think Florence Pugh is a freaking gem and a half. I think
she's fine.
She's great as is. Florence
Pugh,
you do whatever you want to do, Florence. You do whatever you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, bro.
But like in terms of the character, like they're definitely trying to put her in that Natasha role, and it just doesn't.
I don't think it feels earned.
Trying to go for.
I don't think it feels earned yet for me.
But the reason I think some of the to go back to my other point, the reason I think some of the X-Men are safe is going into Secret Wars. It's going to be Battle World, and it's going to be survivors of multiple universes, like in one final hurrah. So you're going to have Andrew in that movie. You're probably going to have Toby in that movie. You're going to have like Cyclops in that movie with Storm and Logan. Like you're going to have remnants of universes that are now dead. Like they're dead. They're gone. Like this X-Men universe is clipped. It's dead. It's going to die.
Again,
but I think when you get to Battle World and you have them on that location, it's like at that point it becomes a fight to the death. It's like we're fighting for our universe. If we fail, we go with it. Like we're dead. Like it's over. Like so, I think it's important to have survivors of each universe going into Battle World, just so that way the stakes feel a bit more personal. Because you need to find a way to separate this from Infinity War and Endgame. Otherwise, it's just Infinity War and Endgame 2.0. Like you need to find some way to make it a bit more distinct. So I think there's no better foundation for Secret Wars than having all these universes die off, but there's survivors from each universe that are there. So then when it happens, with those characters you've got left in Secret Wars, from whatever's left in Doomsday, this is it. Like that's it for them. Like if they don't make it out of this, they're done. Like they're done forever. That's it. They're not coming back. There's no reboot for them. Like in the sense of with them, that's it. It's over kind of thing. Now, I did want to put this out there just before we end tonight's stream, but I do want to touch upon this. There is a lot of wiggle room for a lot of characters that may get. Now, again, Franklin Richards could bring these people back when they do a soft reboot. Again, like I've said to you guys before, Crisis on Infinite Earth style, they're probably looking at their roster and they'll say, okay, Tom Hiddleston, you've played Loki for damn near 15, 20 years. If we reset the universe, we will reboot your character, but you can stay in the role. What would you like to do? I guarantee you that's the offer they've made to people. And if people say no, they will get killed off. So someone like, let's say, Pedro Reed, he ain't going anywhere. He's just started. Someone like frickin' John Walker, he ain't going anywhere. Someone like Letitia Wright as Shuri ain't going anywhere. Someone like T'Challa's son, probably setting up for the future, new Black Panther. Like, they'll do things like that.
I think
whereas the people who want to go, they will be like, this is it.
I think Thor's gonna die too.
I agree. I think
I think they've already said it.
Like, I'm not including Secret Wars in this list. I'm just focusing on Doomsday here. So for me, Loki is definitely number one. Thor is definitely on that list. Steve Rogers is also on that list. Charles and Eric are also on that list. And Tobey Maguire is also on that list.
Yeah,
I've got
I can see Toby.
I don't want this to happen, but I think in order to give the movie some gravity, you need there to be a sacrifice play. And there's no better way to bring Tom Holland back into it than finding out Toby is dead. And then Andrew Garfield comes back into it in Secret Wars. Again, you make it personal because Toby, Tom, and Andrew, they all met in No Way Home. So you give it the emotional gravity there. And I do think half of the X-Men will live into Secret Wars and they'll die there. But I think Doomsday is going to bump at least five or six people, like the ones that we really care about. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the movie is probably going to end with the surviving heroes on these life rafts, and everything will fade to white, and that's when Doom makes Battleworld, and then their fates will be left ambiguous until we see them come back in Secret Wars.
If this is true, if Sadie Sink is supposed to be Jean Grey in the new Spider-Man movie or whatever, like that's what's gonna confuse me a little bit. Like, is she gonna be part of Tom? Like, is she gonna be part of Tom Holland's Spider-Man team or whatever?
I don't know.
And then like she brings in is she gonna bring her X-Men into play or whatever?
Maybe.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but because like the guy that I know says it is Jean Grey or whatever, so
they need to really earn that for me, especially because like you've got a grown-ass Cyclops in this next installment next to a teenager Jean Grey. It's weird.
But then again, X-Men's always been weird.
Please don't do the Ultimate comic shit.
We shouldn't continue this BS.
Like, I get what you're saying, but like, I agree.
They aren't going to pull an Ultimate Universe Wolverine. Danny, you probably know exactly what
on that Magneto and Gambit and Rogue storyline, please.
I wasn't referring to that. I was referring to the weird stuff that Wolverine used to do in the Ultimate comics.
See, the thing is, I hear differently. I've got a source that says that she's actually playing Rachel Summers.
I've actually heard that too. That Rachel Summers is going to have something.
She's actually a descendant of Jean and Scott from in the multiverse, and that's why her powers are so similar to Jean Grey, because they couldn't get Famke back. They had to sort of rework it, and they've thrown it into Brand New Day to kind of set it up.
I keep on hearing this Jean Grey from what I like from.
No, I'm hearing so many different things. Like I've heard Jean Grey, I've heard Mayday Parker for some reason. I've heard
Sothra.
Yeah, I've heard that one too. I've heard also Rachel Summers. Yeah, same as in the chat. I've heard that too.
Yeah.
Like I think there's a lot out there, and I think that's why maybe they haven't addressed if it's Jean or not, because they don't want to give away that it is actually Rachel Summers. Like maybe that's why Cyclops is screaming in the Doomsday trailer. Maybe that's his kid.
Yeah,
maybe she got taken.
Yeah, Rachel is their daughter.
If you're looking at the X-Men going forward, like it would be, but then also you don't want to run into the plot like the convenience of like, oh, she's Rachel Summers, we're rebooting the X-Men. Why would you have Sadie Sink and not make her Jean? Like it's. Then you open that.
That's what I keep on saying. They're supposed to be.
I think it's definitely something else. I think there's more to this layer than.
I'm just gonna say it's Gene because the guy that I talked to, like, he's been right every time when I talk to him. So that's the only reason why I'm just taking his word on this one too and everything. So, but also you gotta think of like Kevin Feige already said, none of the old X-Men are going to survive. Like all of them are gonna eventually die. He already
yeah. Which is why I would at least buy time with some of them till Secret Wars, just to give them a hurrah. But it's very much, and this is a great point here. She might possess the Phoenix Force, which is why Doom might be after her. But she is one of the kid characters, and I think that's a good way to sort of make it personal for the X-Men. Is that maybe, just maybe, but then again, I would just see. This is the thing: if they were just starting the X-Men clean slate, and they were starting them from young, Sadie Sink would be perfect as Jean. The problem I have with this is it's in a Spider-Man film. That's the issue.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like Jean Grey is the most out of place character in that film.
Yeah, if she was like,
it's so random. It's like having a Fantastic Four film and then turning around and going, "Hey, here's Blue Beetle." The fuck? Like, obviously different brands, but yeah.
I'm the same way. When my boy told me this, I was like, "Are you sure?" He said, "Like, dude, like I've been diving me before." I'm like,
and let's just say if it is Jean Grey, I don't like it.
You have to sell me.
I don't like it. You have to sell me. It has to feel earned because I'm sorry. I just
really got to earn this. Like, we can't say that we want a grounded Spider-Man movie. You've got Punisher and Hulk in there, and Yelena in a post-credit scene.
They said that
that's a lot going on already.
They said that she's the reason why the Salvage Hulk does come back or whatever. Like,
for fuck's sake.
So
they've got to tread carefully with this because, like I said, the X-Men are the key going forward. They are the key to storylines going forward.
I'm gonna be 100 with you. Like, I don't fully trust the MCU with the X-Men, to be honest with you. Like, I really don't.
Like, if they were smart, they would go the X-Men evolution route. If they were smart, but as I'm sure Kevin, you'd probably chime in like, they're not that smart.
They're not that smart.
They're
got
not
no
that smart.
Plan. Yeah, most of the people making these projects don't even look at the source materials. It already tells me everything I need to know.
Yeah.
Again, okay, let's just play the advocate card again. Jacob, you don't get a say. She's playing Jean Grey. Okay. I don't get an opinion here.
Okay. How is this going to make sense?
You need this to make sense. Like, it needs to make massive sense.
Marvel
like,
ever makes sense.
It's and then I feel even worse about that because it's a Spider-Man film. What the hell is Jean Grey doing here? Like,
can we have a solo?
Can we have Spider-Man, please? Oh my god! Like, I'm sorry.
Listen,
you
know me. You know me. You I make fun of Tom Holland all the time when I have a chance.
Spider-Man.
But eventually, we need Spider-Man to have his own film, but I don't think Sony's gonna ever do that because they just want the MCU characters. That's what they want.
If I was Marvel, right, this would be my roadmap. Now, you guys don't have to agree with this, but this is what I feel like would please everyone. You do Doomsday and Secret Wars, right? You do Brand New Day. 3 films. All right, okay, actually no, because Tom Holland won't be in Doomsday, but he'll definitely be in Secret Wars. Okay, so Brand New Day, Secret Wars. You do that.
Supposed to be given the Symbiont too. And
then you give him the symbiote. Fuck yeah. But then his final 2 movies of the trilogy are about him confronting things like Carnage or things like, Tombstone, stuff like that. And then when his trilogy is rounded out, in the 3rd act of his trilogy, you bring in Miles, not as Powers, just Miles.
Just Miles.
And then you start a new Spider-Man film with Peter passing the mantle to Miles, and then you go from there. But then you've had a trilogy with Tom Holland Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I think people would be very happy with that. And you can still have Tom Holland in the mix. Do it like how Spider-Man, the games do it. Do it exactly like that. That's what I
give him like if Miles needs some advice on something like
have Miles be taken under his wing. Like it would be the best way to do it. Like the first Tom Holland trilogy is boy to man. The second trilogy is man to Spider-Man. The third trilogy is him mentoring Miles. And and again, it's contingent on Tom wanting to do this many films, but you could earn it in a way where it's like, okay, Spider-Man 4 is a Tom Holland Spider-Man film. The 5th Spider-Man film is a Spider-Man film. And then you have Miles Morales in there as a throwaway character. He's just there. The 6th film of Tom Holland's outing is you have him mentoring Miles. And then you still have him in the universe if they need him, but then you've got Miles who can take up the legacy going forward and whatever. But then you still get your trilogy of Spider-Man. Like, I think that's the best way to sort of handle it. If you're going to go and start throwing in all these characters left, right, and center, it's like you got a box of action figures and you just threw it in there. You just decided to churn it all in and mix it together. Like, I don't like the fact that Hulk's in this movie. I still don't like it. I don't like the fact that the Yelena is going to show up randomly in probably a post-credit scene to try and grab the character. I don't like that. I wanted Punisher in this movie, Tombstone, Scorpion, and that was it. I was content with that. That was it. We're now getting all of these other characters being thrown in. I really hope this Jean Grey thing is a red herring. I really do. Because if she is Jean Grey, holy shit, you need to earn that so much. Like, you really got to earn it. And the only reason I'm not ruling it out completely is that she could be Jean Grey. I've been wrong before. So Cobra Kai was quite a humbling experience for me. So I've been wrong before. I've been very wrong before. So I'm praying. I'm crossing my fingers, my toes, my bollocks. I'm crossing it all that she's not Jean Grey and that it's just whatever.
I don't know about you, but I'm getting hungry. You want to wrap this thing up?
Yeah. Oh, shit. Well, there you go. Fair enough. I mean, Christ, fair dues. Thank you for coming on. We are reaching a natural conclusion anyway, but this could be a good sort of segue into next stream next week. So I want to thank Noah, Paris, and Ty for joining the stream today as well. So thank you to them. Thank you to, of course, the one, the only MMA King Chris Jr., my number one black friend. Rock on, dude. A shout out to Kevin, the speedster, the man, the myth, the red hood, the Wally West. Fuck yeah. And I want to give a shout out to Adrian. Look at him there with his MTX sort of punk rock kind of biker vibe, Mad Max sort of stuff going on there. Love it. It's like the Stig from Top Gear. And I want to give a shout out to my brother in arms. He could recite you why Zack Snyder is wrong in 50 million ways while beating the crap out of you. And Kevin's like, let me hear this. I mean, Chris, if you're around next week, that could be a little segment I'll put on the thing just for you.
I'm sure a lot of people will be entertained.
Yeah, massive.
I will. If people really love the older version of me,
you're saying you're more centered nowadays, is what we're getting at.
I'm more disciplined nowadays, mate.
Good. A little bit more disciplined. Good. I appreciate that.
We grow up, mate. We learn from our past errors.
But guys and girls, we will see you next week. There'll be some more cameos, some more laughs, some more fun, some more vibes. If you haven't liked the stream, what are you doing? Smash that like button. Like that stream. And also, pose, everyone. Pose. Do a little pose. There you go. I'm going to put that as the thing to advertise the stream on my socials. But thank you all for watching. Clyde, Joel, House of Banner, Garrett, everyone who's been watching after the fact or a rewatch. I appreciate all of you sincerely. I'm going to play that outro clip in 3, 2.
Old times, man.
I don't like this music though. Can I say I really don't like that outro music? I need to get the old video because it's not the same. It's not the same.